in the WSLM Sports Zone. Today's pregame show on 97.9 FM is brought to you by
McDonald's of Salem, Meadowview, Salem Crossing, Papa John's Pizza, Schneck Orthopedics.
Also brought to you by John Jones Auto Group, Jason Petmeyer, Indiana Farm Bureau, Rodney Bruff, American Family Insurance, Salem Park and Recreation Department, McAllister Land Consulting.
And welcome to week 4 of Friday Night Lights. We are finally back home again here at beautiful Paul A. Graves Athletic Field, which has Jim Ralston Field located in it.
Yep.
They ended up, clouds parted, and we got the much-needed rain we needed, and we were going to get this game in tonight, Brandon.
Yeah, it's always nice when it rains all day, and you kind of have to wonder if you're going to be playing in the rain, but then it clears up and ends up being a great evening.
Yep. Your Salem Lions tonight are at home, and we are hosting the unbeaten Brownstown Braves, and we should have our hands full tonight. What were you saying, a stat earlier, Brandon? They've only had one opponent score on them?
Yeah, they are currently outscoring opponents 171-20.
Wow, that's, Brownstown always, it's no secret to this area, Brownstown always has a good team, but this team just seems much better than years past.
Yeah, currently Brownstown is number 3 in the state in 2A in the USA Today Network poll, and number 2 in the IFCA coaches poll.
Well, maybe they'll come in a little cocky tonight here in Salem, because, we seem to be a home team. We got a couple things going for us. We've got our starting quarterback, Adam Mall, coming back tonight. He's over his illness. And then we've also got Noah Deaton. He's coming back tonight. I don't think he's starting, but he's still going to return tonight. So we're getting 2 of our 5 starters back that didn't play last week, which was, we'll just leave last week at that.
Yeah. It's always great when you get one of your main running backs back and your quarterback, obviously. It'll be nice to see the Lions kind of more back with their team that they had week 1 when they did pull out that win. So it'll be interesting to see how getting those players back changes the Lions' offense here.
Yep. A lot going on tonight. First of all, happy Friday the 13th, Brandon. So maybe some wild things will happen tonight, and would be something to pull a W out tonight, wouldn't it?
I'll tell you what, the most wild thing I ever had in high school was we played Brownstown on Friday the 13th at Brownstown. And for those of you who don't know, Brownstown's school address is Elm Street.
Oh, wow.
So we were playing on Friday the 13th on Elm Street against Brownstown. We all know how that one turned out. We didn't win. Brownstown did pull that one out.
Was that close when your senior year?
Yes. No, that was junior year. Yeah, junior year.
I think we were leading going into halftime, and Hartsfield took a knee at halftime. That was a big controversial.
Yes. Yep. We did score right out of halftime.
Yeah.
But we ended up falling short in the end. Ryan, it looks like Hunter Trainer has won Homecoming King down there.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Homecoming is going on as we speak.
And I think,
let's see who we got.
Queen was Morgan Humphrey.
Who got Queen? Yep, I forgot Queen.
Okay.
According to the one and only Jason Petmeyer, the voice here at the stands, he's not the voice of the Lions. That would be the one and only Ryan Larimore and Brandon Corbin.
Yep. Jason Petmeyer is, however, the voice of Indiana Farm Bureau. Thanks for a sponsor there, Jason.
So, let's just get into it, Brandon.
Okay.
We're 1 and 2 on the season.
Yep. Unfortunately, we've been a little rocky this year.
Yeah, we've had a lot of injuries, and we talk about it all the time that our first 4 games of the season are usually tough ones.
Yep.
Actually, our first 5, because we're going to have our hands full of Springs Valley next week.
Yeah, we had a couple tough games in a row there, week 4 and week 5 for the Lions, of course.
Yeah.
But obviously, you gotta get through one to get to the next one. So you gotta worry about it 1 week at a time.
That's right. And said this is only our second time this year being home, and we looked really good at home last time we played here.
Yeah. That's when Lions are 1 and 2. That is their one win of the year. Was home against North Harrison in week 1.
Go ahead.
And the Lions looked drastically better in week 1 than they did in weeks 2 and 3.
3 was horrible. I thought we might have had a chance last week, but that was probably the worst I've ever seen the Salem Lions football team play.
Yeah, that was bad. I don't know if I can't tell you the last time a Lions team has been beat by 47. And I can assure you that the Lions have never been beat by 47 by Scottsburg.
Right.
Usually the only team that I could think of that would have done that would have been Brownstown. But unfortunately, we met that mark with Scottsburg last week.
Yeah, and they beat Eastern last week. East Washington, they beat them 66 or
62 to nothing.
62 to nothing. Yeah. So, we show up and bring our A game. We'll see what we get tonight. Went out and walked on the field. I was worried about it being slick because of the rain we've had all day. And I'm going to tell you, Brandon, that field is just as dry as it would be had it not rained.
Yeah, I didn't go down there, but I do know that is one thing with turf is you got to get a good drainage system, so that way the field's not slick and holding water. Because when you put water on turf, it turns into just basically slick concrete is essentially what it turns into. But it's good on them for getting that drainage system in there just right so the water drains out.
Oh yeah, it was wonderful. I even talked to a couple of the players, and they said that they weren't having any footing problems. We'll see as the game goes on. But let's take a quick commercial break, Brandon. And this was your pregame show. We'll be right back with the national anthem and the opening kickoff. Once again, homecoming king was
Hunter Trainer,
and homecoming queen
Morgan Humphrey.
And there you go. We'll be right back at WSLM 97.9 FM.
Planning to buy some land or build a new home or maybe put up a fence? Do you know your property lines? Are you in a floodplain? When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860. Providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting for a free quote today at 812-274-0860.
When you want to honor your loved one, you choose someone you can trust. Marshall Monuments, Southern Indiana's monument experts. In their 78 years of community service, Marshall Monuments has provided excellence and experience and continues to take pride in workmanship and guarantees satisfaction in the final product. Whether you're looking for a custom monument, stones, or mausoleums or military markers, Marshall Monuments not only services all of Kentuckiana, when you can't make the trip to the local office. Corey Churchman and the staff at Marshall Monuments do everything by hand and stand by the quality of their work. When you're dealing with Marshall Monuments in Salem, you're working with expert craftsmanship and specially trained stone artisans. Call or text today at 812-412-2014 for a free estimate and to set up an appointment to see their quality work. Or stop by the shop at 106 South Water Street in Salem, Indiana. Top quality stonework at hometown prices.
Let's get on our feet and give a big hand to the starting lineup at McDonald's here in Salem. The quarter pounder is coming on the field. Filet of fish and the golden delicious fries are warming up on the sideline. And now for the feature star of the night, the Big Mac. You score every time with a hot, fresh meal from McDonald's in Salem, whether you're there for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Take a time out and stop by before or after the big game to check out their all-day breakfast menu or value menu. Download the McDonald's app and you can get great deals on delicious tastes all day long. You'll score every time with the wife and kids when you make a touchdown at the Golden Arches right here in Salem. And don't forget, McDonald's has gift cards so you can give that great fresh taste all season long.
All right, we are back here at Paul A. Gray's Athletic Field.
All right, Ryan, one thing I want to talk about, not to cut you off there,
No,
is I want to go ahead and go over some key players, obviously, for the game. Since stats are kind of my expertise here. Number 17, the quarterback, Micah Sheffer.
This is for Brownstown.
Yeah, this is for Brownstown, of course. My fault. Number 17, Micah Sheffer, junior, 6'3", 175. Obviously, Brownstown's always been known as a running team, but he's got 237 yards in the air this year through 3 games. So, he's averaging about 80 yards a game there. So that's another something we got to watch out for is Brownstown throwing the ball. Running back-wise, we got number 40, who's going to get the brunt of the carries. Number 40 is Greg Hutchinson, a senior, 6 foot, 190-pound running back, and he has 25 carries for 391 yards this year.
Wow.
He's averaging 130 yards a game, so that's going to be the main running back there for the Brownstown Braves. On the other hand, we got number 16, Trey Sweeney, is a junior also, 6 foot, 170-pound running back. He has 16 carries and 130 yards. So he's averaging, roughly about 8 yards a carry there. So these running backs for Brownstown, they're going to run hard. Coach May, obviously, he's 303 and 64 in 32 years in school, averaging 2 losses a year there. One of the best coaches I have ever seen. He can pull a team. He can take a team from down to winning a game by 30 points. So it'll be interesting to see what Brownstown has for us tonight.
Last time we beat them, it was at home, and that was Coach Thompson's first year. That was, I believe that was 2020, wasn't it, or 2021?
Yes, 2020.
Yeah, I remember that game. That was exciting. And they were down, we were up, and we took advantage of it, and we beat them here on this home field. So
yeah, the Salem did win that 14-12. Probably the lowest scoring Brownstown-Salem matchup.
Yep.
It always seems like one of us are going to put up a decent amount of points, and the other one's also going to match those points. Last few years, we haven't had a chance to beat them since 2020, losing 35-26, 26-12, and last year 47-0 when Brownstown got back into Brownstown shape and returned to Coach May's kind of pride and glory there.
Yeah, the best defense against this Brownstown team, it's always been this way, is for us to just keep getting first downs and chew up that clock. You can't give them the ball because 9 times out of 10 they're going to score every possession or every time they have the ball.
Brian, it sounds like we're about to do the national anthem here. We'll let the listeners at home enjoy that, and we'll be right back.
we are back at the national anthem. We added there. Fired up.
All right, Ryan. I was just caught the end of the coin toss there, and it looks like Salem won the toss and elected to defer to the second half, something we haven't seen the Lions do this year.
Maybe they're listening to us.
Yeah,
you think
yeah.
the coach should go back and listen to our broadcast?
I think maybe. Noah does, I think.
Does he?
Every once in a while, I think so. He was texting me about stats last week after the game.
Yeah.
It looks like that for the first time this year, the Lions are electing to defer to the second half.
Oh, good. Well, our opening game against North Harrison, I believe we won and elected to receive. So,
yeah.
So that's a good thing here. We're down to about 5 seconds before we get these guys lined up.
Actually, I think we have kicked the ball off, or I think we've received the ball all 3 games up until tonight.
Yep, I believe you're right. Maybe this is a change here tonight.
Yeah.
So we'll see. They got deep back there for Brownstown.
Looks like number 1, Preston Garrison.
Junior, 5'9", 145.
And the other one, I think, potentially could be number 3, Roshan Heyman. I think that's who that is on the other side there.
6', 175 senior. We got Braxton Dean lining up to kick off at the 40. Browns comes back at the 20 to receive, and here we go. Week 4 is underway. Nice low kick, and it's bobbled by number 1 for Brownstown. He's able to pick it up at the 15. He takes it around to the right, and the Salem Lions shut this lane down really quick, and he's going to be run out of bounds around the 25-yard line. Nice coverage by the Lions.
Yeah, it was a great kick there by Braxton. He kind of landed it right at the kid's feet. He couldn't field it cleanly, and it just bounced between his legs, and he had to backtrack to pick up the ball.
Well, let's see if our I heard Coach say on Coach's Corner that they had a good practice this week, so hopefully they worked on defense. Now you're getting ready to see how hard it is to call these games with Brownstown because you never know who has the ball.
I get it.
You know, it's bad enough up here, but I can't imagine being on the field. Here we go. Brownstown's in their typical formation, send a man in motion.
Snap to the up back, number 10,
and he's
15.
going to take it up the middle, and he's going to run that for 11 yards for a first down. Number 15, the ball carrier, that was Evan Stahl.
I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe he holds some kind of record for three-pointers.
Oh, now, didn't their team, they won state championship last year?
They did.
For 2A basketball.
Yes, they did.
Well, Brownstown's back at the line, 1st and 10. They're at your own 37-yard line, 11:26. It's tied up 0-0. They're going to send a man in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to run it right up the middle. Had a nice little hole, and he is dragging the Lions defense with him. Good for another 11 yards. First down, Braves.
Again, number 15, Evan Stahl there. I see your point of how hard this is to call.
It was just a direct snap against same play, basically.
Yeah, luckily I got to. Luckily, not so luckily, I got to play against this defense, so I know, or this offense, so I know how it. I can help kind of track the ball a little bit better. But it's still tough no matter who you are.
Yeah, Brownstown there up to their own 48-yard line now. Score still 0-0. Quarterback's going to be in shotgun, send a man in motion.
Up back.
Another up back snap, and he's going to be brought down about the time he hits the line of scrimmage, but he's still able to gain 4 yards on that to bring up 2nd and 6. They're just typical Brownstown, looks like. You know, normally they're not that big, but they've got some beef on that line this year. They got some big guys.
There is this Brownstown team is one of the bigger Brownstown teams I've ever seen, and I think they use that to their advantage. And as we've seen, three straight snaps to the up back for 26 yards.
Here we go. The shotgun's in the quarterback. Going to send the man in motion. Quarterback's going to keep it. That spins around, runs up, gets to the line of scrimmage, crosses the line, finally gets brought down in Salem territory, right around the 44-yard line of Salem.
Yeah, another 4-yard carry there for the Braves. That one went to the quarterback. I did notice the quarterback looks a little less athletic than they normally have, so I don't look for him to carry the ball as much as their quarterback normally does.
Yeah, that quarterback, that's that Schaefer boy, isn't it?
Yes.
Schiffer. I hear he's probably going to become a pro golfer. Here we go. It's 3rd and 2. There's the snap. They're going to hand off to number 1. Number 1 takes it around, and he's going to run well past the first down marker, runs out of bounds just across the 35.
7-yard gain there.
Yeah, he's going to... Oh, did they mark him out at the 37?
Yeah, he ran out of bounds.
Okay, I thought he crossed the 35. So first down there, 9:47 to go. Score still 0-0.
Yeah, he kind of ran out of bounds there on his own. to avoid taking a hit, I believe.
There we go. Brownstown's already back at the line. They're in the shotgun formation. It's in that number 1 in motion. Direct snap. Nope. Hand off to number 1, and he breaks tackle. He's going to take it to the house. 37-yard touchdown run for number 1, Preston Garrison. I think Salem got confused. They didn't know who had the ball.
Yeah, he handed it to number 1. Then the quarterback made a great lead block up through the hole. Somebody from the Lions did wrap up the runner with the ball. He made a little spin, got out of it, and there was nobody between him and the end zone at that point.
So just like that, 9:38 to go in the first. Brownstown has the first points on the board, 6-0. They've got their point after team out there. Number 8, Nathaniel Conyer. There's the snap. It's good. Kicks up. It looks good, and it is good. So with that, 9:38 to go in the first. The Braves take the early lead, 7-0.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Battleview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapy. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Battleview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
And we are back at Paul A. Gray's Athletic Field. And if you're just joining us, with 9:38 to go here in the first, Brownstown a quick score, and they're up 7-0 over Salem. Salem won the coin toss and deferred to the second half. And they were able to hold them to a 3rd and 2, but that didn't last too long.
Yeah, Ryan, I don't know if this was the correct game to choose to defer to the second half. You never want to get behind against the Brownstown team. So I'm guessing Gleason had some good hopes there in his defense, but I think this would have been the one game of the year that I elected to take the ball.
Looks like we've got Morris and Ponsford deep to receive, and it's going to go. Is it go out of bounds, or is that?
It did go out of bounds. Yeah.
Just almost made a touchback, but so Salem will get the ball to 35. Pretty good starting field position.
That's what the Lions need, against a Brownstown team like this. You got to take every advantage you can get, and if that includes getting the kickoff at the 35-yard line, you got to take that when you can get it.
Yep. All right, here we go. Let's see if the Salem Lions can't do something here with this possession. Their first possession of the game. The Braves lead 7-0. Salem will have the ball first and 10 at their own 35. Nice to see number 1, Adam Mall, back there under center.
The Lions have a formation. I don't know if we've seen
this. It's a little different. There's a snap. They're going to pick the handoff, and they're going to hand it back to the tailback, and that is going to be shut down immediately. I thought we lost yards, but they're going to spot it right back at the line of scrimmage. We'll bring up 2nd and 10. Who was the ball carrier?
Number 4, Logan Dent.
Okay. Wow. Usually Logan, well, I thought that was going to be a loss, but he must have drug him up to the line of scrimmage there. So
those 2 D tackles that Brownstown has, Ryan, I don't know if you're seeing this, but look how big they are. It looks like, is that a number 66 over here on this side? Or 68?
Oh, on that, yeah.
On the D tackle on this side here.
I think he was the captain. Let me wait for the number here. There's a snap, shotgun formation. Maul's looking to pass, going deep for Braxton Dean. He catches it right around the 35-yard line of Brownstown. He's going to be marked down at the 36. Nice pitch and catch by Maul to Braxton Dean.
Yeah, that was a great 29-yard gain there for the Lions. It was a great throw by Adam, putting it pretty much to where only Braxton could get it. We do have a size mismatch over there with Braxton in that corner. Braxton coming in at, looks like 6'3", in that corner at 5'9". So, there's about a 6-inch difference there. So I look for the Lions to capitalize on that all night.
One thing I noticed, too, that play took a little bit of time to develop, and he had time to throw that.
Yes, he
did.
So
that was good. They looked like they worked on their blocking scheme. Maul under center, they're going to send Moore in motion. Pitch to Moore. Moore's going to take it around to the right, gets a block, gets across the line of scrimmage, and he is going to be brought down after about a 4-yard gain. He's going to bring up 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line. Nice little run there by Moore.
So it is number 66 there we were talking about. He is a junior, Joe Roberts, 6'2", 255 pounds. And then on the other side of the D-line there, they've got, what number is he? It looks like 71, I believe. No, 76. A junior, also Isaac Hutchinson, 6'5", 285. So the Brownstown line is quite the beast here tonight.
Yep. All right, here we go. 7:30 to go here in this first. It's like Salem's going to take a timeout. We'll go to commercial here, but with that 7:33 to go in the first, the Lions trail 7-0, but we're on the move.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese ball size tail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, at 812-620-8923.
And we are back here as the Lions look to continue this drive and move the ball like they are into the end zone here. The Lions made a great pass play on this drive. If you're just tuning in, Adam Mole hit Braxton Dean on a little post route across the middle for 29 yards. And the Lions here are coming up 2nd and 6.
So here we go. Salem uses their first time out. We're going to come back to the line. Maul's going to pitch it to Braxton Dean, who is the up back. He's going to be taken down immediately, but he is able to gain a yard. That was a hard hit.
He actually lost 2 yards there, Ryan. We were 2nd and 6, and now...
Yep. He was hit immediately.
Yes, he was. As soon as he caught the pitch, there was a Brownstown Braves standing there waiting for him.
We tried that against Scottsburg with Dean back there in the second half, and it just didn't work.
No, and the other thing is the only time we ever put Braxton in the backfield is when they toss the ball to him.
Yeah.
So as an opposing team, especially with Coach May, one of the best coaches ever to coach the game, he's going to pick up on that there.
All right, here we go. 6:55 to go. Salem trail 7-0. There's a snap, handoff to the number 6, Noah Deaton. Nice to see him. He hit that hole hard. Was brought down by the linebacker, but he was able to pick up a couple yards. It's going to bring up 4th and 9 for the Lions, and they're at the Brownstown 34-yard line. Sorry, guys, the band's got me all worked up. I'm just going to say it on the radio. I spend my own money on the fireworks, and I don't know if the band is scared of fireworks or what, but somehow another piece of the firework allegedly went into the concession stand, and they went over and raised heck with Kelly, my fiance. So we will not be doing fireworks anymore at home games. So with that, here we go. Salem's back to the line. Maul under center. He's going to take the pitch. Maul's going to roll out. He's looking to pass, and he gets it off. And in and out of the hands of Seth Ponsford. That would have been good for a first down. That was right at the 25-yard line. That was just a little bit behind him.
Yeah, Adam hit him a little bit behind him, and then the Brownstown DB, I'm not sure the number on that, made a great play. As the ball got there, he grabbed the back of Seth's jersey and raked the ball out of his hand. But I do believe that had Adam had put that out in front of Seth as he was running, I think we probably would have got the first down there.
Yeah, that was just a little bit off there. He got to take advantage of. We only burned up about 3 minutes.
Yep.
On that. So 6:03, Brownstown leads 7-0. They turnover on downs. They've got the ball at their own 33. They're going to do a double handoff to number 40. He's going to turn the corner, and he's got room to run. He's going to, he's to the 30, 20, 15, and he got a shoestring tackle by Shockey. He saved that one. That's an athlete there, that number 40.
Yeah, he. We talked about him pregame about how well he runs the ball. But it looks like on that one he had a great 52-yard carry there for the Braves, and he's going to be a force to reckon with.
He looked like a college ball player. Yeah. He really did. That's the first time we've seen him touch the ball. 1st and 10 there at the Salem 13-yard line. There's a snap, and 28's got the ball, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. He slips a tackle, finally gets brought down, but not after a gain. Nice defense by the Lions, but that still is going to be a gain of about 5 yards. 5:15 left to go here in this first quarter. Braves threatening to score. They already have the lead 7-0. Second and 5 balls on the 8-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, this Brownstown team running the ball, obviously, you know they're going to do it, but they're still tough to stop, Ryan.
Yep, here we go. They're going to come in shotgun formation. Number 40 in motion. Direct snap to the halfback, and he's going to push that. He just fought his way. We were tackling high, and he just turned his back and kept pushing, kept his feet moving. Touchdown. Yep, Brownstown.
And that was number 12. We haven't seen number 12 run the ball, but that was number 12, Trevor Branneman, a junior, 5'10", 170 pounds. But I'll tell you what, Ryan, he does not run the ball like he's 170 pounds.
Right.
He just carried about 4 Lions into the end zone there.
Well, when you were giving the pregame stats and you said that number 40, I think you said he only gets like 135 yards a game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Logan Dent gets more than that, but that just shows the talent they've got when they spread the ball around.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got multiple kids here averaging close to 10 yards per carry.
PAT team. So kick is up, and it is good. So with that, 4:53 left to go in the first, and with both possessions, Brownstown is able to get into the end zone 14-0.
Sprained ankle, swollen joints, and no time for an appointment? Schneck Medical Center has you covered. Visit our orthopedic walk-in clinic for expert care. Our specialists provide fast attention to a number of bone and joint problems. No appointment necessary. Available Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. For more information, visit schneckmed.org. Schneck, healthy together.
And we are back at Paul A. Graves Athletic Field with the beautiful Jim Roston Field. Salem is trailing 14-0, first quarter, 4:53 left to go. Just Brownstown's making it look easy.
Yep, that's what Brownstown does, you know. Also, Ryan, I got some bad news during the break here. I got a text from your son. It looks like Logan Dent is over here on the sideline. Pads off. Mallory's talking to his parents. At the current moment, it doesn't look like Dent's going to be returning anytime soon to the game.
Right, he's going to go across the street over to St. Vincent's.
That's what it's looking like. Mallory's pointing at his chest area, I think pointing at the hospital, so I fully believe you are correct.
Well, here we go. There's the kick. It's going to be handled by Ponsford at the 6-yard line, and he's got a little seam up the middle, and he gets brought down just across the 20 to, looks like the 22-yard lines where Salem's going to get their second possession of this game. 4:47 to go. The Braves lead 14-0 over the Lions.
Yeah, it looks like Dent has just left the field. Mallory still has his pad. So unless he's going to get some out of the locker room, which I would assume is not the case, it looks like he might be taking a trip over to St. V over here.
Yeah, I'd hate to see that, man. Hope he's all right. He's one of our star players. Well, here we go. Salem's going to come to the line, 1st and 10. They're at their own 22-yard line. Maul's going to be under center. Boy, it's nice to say that name again.
Yep.
Going to send Moore in motion. Pitch to Moore. He's going around to the left. Gets across the line.
Wow.
And gets brought down after a 1-yard gain. Almost looked like a face mask. His head snapped around there, but no flag on the play.
Yeah, he was brought down quite aggressively there.
You see his head snap?
Yeah, that looked a lot. To us, probably looked a lot worse than it actually was on the field. But, yeah, that almost could have warranted a flag just from how it looked.
Yeah. So here we go. 2nd and 9. Salem moved the ball up to the 23. They trail 14-0. It's first quarter. 4:19 left to go. And Salem breaks the huddle, comes to the line. Braxton Dean out wide. Adam Maul under center. And we're going to send Moore in motion. And Maul's going to keep it, drop back. And I don't know, almost looked like a busted play because Maul gets dropped for a sack back at the 20.
Yes, I believe that was a bad snap exchange there from the Lions. Maul just kind of grabbed it, took off with it to get what he could, and unfortunately was stopped in the backfield.
So that'll be a 3-yard loss for the Lions. That'll bring up 3rd and 12. We don't like to see ourselves in 3rd and long. It's especially pinned this deep. We can't be doing 3 and outs on these Brownstown. We cannot give them the ball. 3:30 left to go here in the first. Salem trails 14-0. They'll break the huddle, come to the line, got 2 wide receivers. There's the snap, pitch to, I think it's Karis Moore. Yeah, Karis Moore, and he is going to be brought down for another loss of a yard. That's going to bring up 4th and 13 And we are definitely going to see Braxton Dean come out here to punt. Wow.
Yeah, and Ryan, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I know it's early, but we have got to put a stop to this before this gets out of hand.
Yeah.
You can't go down 21-0 in the first quarter.
No. Last week it was 35-0 in the first half.
Yeah.
And this is, here's the punt. Nice punt by Dean.
Almost got blocked.
Nice high punt. It just now lands in the receiver's hands. He fields it at the 46-yard line, being chased down. Nice defense. I think that was
Shockey.
That was Peyton Shockey. Nice coverage there by Shockey.
Yeah, he, number one, obviously you can tell he is athletic, and he tries to use that fully to his advantage. But luckily for him, Peyton Shockey is just as athletic.
Yep, that's nice. And Shockey, he's underclassman. He's only a sophomore, so got a lot of good future with him. So here we go. Brownstown's going to get their third possession of the game. They've scored every time. 2:46 to go in the first. It's 14-0. The Braves lead. They're going to be in shotgun. They're just going to send number 40 in motion. We're looking for our first pass. He's actually under pressure, but Braxton Dean, and he just gets it off and throws it out of bounds when Braxton takes him to the ground. I believe I saw a holding flag maybe.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yep. So that's going to fall incomplete. Nice defense there. Last week I was getting so frustrated we were not putting any pressure on Scottsburg, and we were right back there with that guy.
Yeah, no, last week, as we saw, we had Scottsburg's quarterback standing in the pocket, just completely by himself, not a single soul close to him. But it is nice to see that the Lions are getting some pressure off the end there and didn't allow the Brownstown quarterback to have any kind of time to throw.
Micah Schiefer, quarterback, was under pressure there, being chased by Braxton Dean. It was a holding. It's going to move them back 10 yards, so it's going to bring up a 1st and 20. They're back to their own 39-yard line. They're going to be in the shotgun formation. They're going to center
Double
Garrison in
handoff
motion.
to 40.
Double handoff. Going to hand it off to 40. 40 takes it around. Oh, he breaks the 50. He's to the 40. He's back to the secondary. He's being chased down. Now he's going to take this to the house. Touchdown Lions. He's touched the ball twice, and both times it's been 50-plus yards every time he touches the ball. So just like that, with less than a minute 30, Brownstown's able to score to, 20-0 here with 2:26 left to go in the first.
I'll tell you what, Brownstown has perfected that double handoff. The Lions did see it coming, but with the amount of blockers that Brownstown had downfield and the quality of the blocks they were getting, there was no chance of getting to that kid.
Yep. Here we go. They got their PAT team out here, and it's going to be there's a snap. It's a good snap, good hold, ball's up, looks good. Yep. And it is. Just like that, 2:26 to go in the first. The Brownstown Braves lead 21-0 with the Salem Lions.
After a joint surgery injury, planning to buy.
When you want to honor your loved one, you choose someone you can trust. Marshall Monuments, Southern Indiana's monument experts. In their 78 years of community service, Marshall Monuments has provided excellence and experience and continues to take pride in workmanship and guarantees satisfaction in the final product. Whether you're looking for a custom monument, stones, or mausoleums or military markers, Marshall Monuments not only services all of Kentuckiana, but can come to you when you can't make the trip to the local office. Corey Churchman and the staff at Marshall Monuments do everything by hand and stand by the quality of their work. When you're dealing with Marshall Monuments in Salem, you're working with experts.
We are back. It's a long one. Marshall Monuments is one of our new sponsors. We appreciate them.
That's my fault. I was unaware that was a long commercial.
Here we
I
go.
will take the blame.
Karis Moore and Seth Ponsford beat to receive for the Lions back at the 5-yard line, and there's the kick. Going towards Ponsford. It's going to roll. Is that going to be a touchback? I can't see from that. Yep, touchback. We'll get the ball at the 20 with 2:26 to go in the first. Again, if you're just joining us, this has been all Brownstown. They're making it look easy, 21-0. I will say our defense looks better than it was last week.
Yeah, they look a little bit better tonight, but problem is the Salem defense right now. We've seen a double handoff to number 40 two times, and both times the majority of the Lions defense was on the wrong side of the field.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Lions going to break the huddle. Also, if you're just joining us, key injury, Logan Dent is out. Here we go, Maul under center. We're going to send Moore in motion. We're looking to pass out to the side to Braxton Dean. It's complete at the 22-yard line. He's going to be wrestled out of bounds, and they're going to call that to the 24, so a gain of 4. Nice little quick pitch and catch. Stops the clock with 2. Well, it should have stopped the clock.
Well,
it's continuing to run.
I think they rule him forward progress inbound.
Okay. So we're down to 2 minutes. 2nd and 6 for the Lions. Them not stopping the clock, I don't think it's a bad thing.
No, not necessarily. At this point, you just got to, like you talked about in the pregame, you got to hold the ball as long as you can and not let Brownstown have it. They can't score, they don't have the ball.
Here we go. Ball under center. It's going to be a handoff to Noah Deaton, and he is going to be wrapped up immediately and taken down for a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Lions. Just that tell you, losing Dent, that was a big one there.
Yeah, that is a big loss for the Lions. Hopefully he's all right. We saw him leave the facility. I'm assuming, based on the way Mallory was acting, heading towards the hospital, so hopefully he does turn out okay.
There we go. Salem breaks the huddle. Down to a minute left in the first quarter. 3rd and 7 Lions. They're at their own 23-yard line. They trail 21-0. Small's going to be in the shotgun. They're going to hand off to Moore. Moore's going to take it around. He slips and falls. Almost looks like he just slid. I don't think it was much of a
holding on the Lions there.
He's going to run it for a gain of about 1, but that's coming back 10 yards for a hold.
No, they declined the penalty to make a fourth and long here.
Okay. So it'll be 4th and 7. Just under 1 minute to go. See Braxton Dean out here with his second punt, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep. And a turnover on downs, and we've had 2 punts. There it is. Nice snap. Nice kick.
Really good punt there.
And it's going to land at the 40. Well, it's going to be fielded at the 40 by number 1 for Brownstown.
Oh, wow.
Be wrapped up immediately and brought down at the 50. So 10-yard gain.
That was a great tackle there by number 62, Grayson Perry from the Lions. The returner tried to step arm him, and he just latched onto his pads and planted him on his head.
And we're going to stick with you here because they're already out on the field. And Brownstown is pretty quick coming back to this line. They run almost like a hurry-up offense. They just call the plays from the sideline, I believe.
Yeah. That's new, actually, since I left high school.
Yeah. So here we go. They're going to line up in the shotgun formation. They're going to send 28 in motion. Nope, quarterback's going to keep it. He's looking to pass all day to throw. Gets it a deep pass. He had a guy open, number 4. It's going to land incomplete, though, at the 30. The intended receiver for Brownstown was Lane Pendleton, 6'5", 180 junior, the tight end. That was a nice pass, just a little bit over the head.
Yeah, and the Lions got lucky there because their tight end was running down the field by himself. He had a Lion trailing him, but if he'd have caught that inbounds, he would have had a significant gain there for the Braves.
Yeah. Here we go. They're lined back in the gun. 43 seconds to go. They're at the Lion 49-yard line. It's going to be a double handoff to number 28 for Brownstown, and he is fighting his way. And then I think that was Ponsford came in to finish him off.
Braxton Dean had a hold of his ankle.
That was a nice wrap-up by Ponsford. Looks like Dean's a little slow to come up. Let's see, the ball carrier was number 28 for Brownstown, Jack Pace, 6', 175 junior. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
I think it's going to be the end of the quarter
for Brownstown, and I believe they're going to let this thing run out. We're down to 9 seconds. So with that, first quarter will end all Brownstown 21-0.
Let's get on our feet and give a big hand to the starting lineup at McDonald's here in Salem. The quarter pounder is coming on the field. Filet of fish and those golden delicious fries are warming up on the sideline. And now for the feature star of the night, the Big Mac. You score every time with a hot, fresh meal from McDonald's in Salem, whether you're there for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Take a time out and stop by before or after the big game to check out their all-day breakfast menu or value menu. Download the McDonald's app and you can get great deals on delicious taste all day long. You'll score every time with the wife and kids when you make a touchdown at the Golden Arches right here in Salem. And don't forget, McDonald's has gift cards so you can get that great fresh taste all season long.
We are back. Paul A. Graves Athletic Stadium at Jim Ralston Athletic Field. Beautiful field, great drainage. Walked out there before the game. We had all that rain today, which was much needed, and that was bone dry out there on that field. It'll be the start of the second quarter. Salem trails 21-0. It's 3rd and 8 for Brownstown. They're at the Salem 47-yard line. They're going to line up in the shotgun. Number 40 in motion. He's going to look to pass.
He's got him over.
He's got all day to throw, and he's got it. Oh boy, he bobbled it and almost complete. Nice defense by number 14 for the Lions, and that is Lanny. What's his last name?
What number is that? 14?
Yeah, Lanny.
I'm on the wrong side here.
Let's see what his last name is, Brandon.
It's like Win. I think
it is.
Win.
I think it is Win. That's not the way it's spelled.
No, but I think that's literally all it is.
Yeah, I believe you're right. You got me. I thought I was trying to stump you.
This could be a drop punt here for the quarterback. It looks like a lead
that's what they do.
So I believe he's going to be punting this.
Yeah, they do it every time. There it is. They go straight up in the air. Horrible punt. Apparently they don't do it much, and it's going to go out of bounds. What, that was like a 15?
No, it might have been a 10-yard punt.
Yeah, where it went out.
Yeah.
So.
Great catch there by Adam Humphrey on the sideline. I believe he fair caught that with the clipboard in his hand.
Yes, that was impressive. Great job by Humphrey. So Salem will have their best starting position of this game with 11:45 to go in this first half. They trail 21-0. Ball's going to be spotted at the 37-yard line.
And Ryan, I can tell you, I am surprised they punted it there. I'm not necessarily sure why they did, but I bet they're regretting it.
Yeah, they've had no problem. They were midfield. Actually, they were across in Salem territory. Here we go, Mall under center. And a long snap count, and they're going to hand off to Karis Moore. He's going to fight that thing forward for a 1-yard gain. Almost looks like we were trying to get him to jump, which I like that call. When you've got a fast, aggressive defense to that, change that snap count up.
Yep. We don't see a lot of hard counts from the Lions, but I think you're right with that. It is a good idea to use one here.
Yeah, that's one thing I always loved about Hartsfield. He'd have that freeze play, and I'll tell you, probably about 75% success on getting them to jump on that.
Yeah. Trying to find some local scores here. Did get alerted that Valley is up over West Washington 14-0. I know there's a page on Twitter here that has scores, but I can't find it.
Yeah, and then we've got Eastern. They're battling Silver Creek. So all three schools in the county have their hands full this week. 2nd and 9, ball's at the Salem Zone's 38-yard line. There's a snap, Mall under center. He's going to hand off to
Flag on the play. I'll start on the Lions.
I couldn't tell who the ball carrier was. You said flag. I thought you said fight on the play.
Yeah, flag.
So we got a false start or illegal procedure on the Lions. 2nd and 14 is going to go back to 2nd and 19. Moves the ball back to the 34-yard line. 10:55 left to go in this first half. Salem trails 21-0. We were able to hold Brownstown that last series. There we go. Mall under center looking to pass under pressure. Oh, man, in and out of the hands of Seth Ponsford. He should have had that. He lifted his head and tried to run before he had possession of that ball. He was wide open at the 40, but he could, I'm sure he heard that linebacker or that defensive back there coming across to hit him because that would have been about simultaneous contact as him catching the ball.
And that would have been number 40 that hit him, the Hutchinson kid, the running back, and he is very large and he is very fit. Probably not somebody that Seth Ponsford wants to get hit by, decleated by. But Adam got a little quick there on the pass. He saw some pressure off the end and got it out a little quick, I think.
All right, here we go. Small under center. They're going to pass. It's intended for Braxton Dean at around the 40, but that was going to be well in front of him. That was just a quick hitting play. It's going to fall incomplete, bring up 4th and 14.
Yep, and Braxton Dean comes out for his 3rd punt of the game.
They're back at their own 34-yard line. They trail 21-0, 10:47. I tell you, this is bad. We've got to get first downs. We can't keep turning the ball over to Brownstown. You just can't do that.
Yeah, you've got to capitalize when you have it, but unfortunately the Lions currently are not doing that.
Preston Garrison back deep to receive. A low punt. It's going to take a Salem bounce, and it's still rolling back to the 25, 24, 20. Then it goes back forward. It's going to be down right about the 24, 25-yard line. It was not fielded. So it ended up being a good punt with the roll, and Brownstown will get their next possession back at their own 25-yard line. They lead 21-0 with 10:36 left in this first half.
We might as well stay here because Brownstown's already on the line.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, they're already on the line, ready to run a play here.
Micah Schiffer, I believe is how you pronounce his name. That's the quarterback. He's going to be in shotgun for Brownstown. And there's some man in motion. Hand off to the motion man, number 1. He's going to take it around all kinds of green. And he bounces to the outside. He's to the 50. And he's wrapped up and hit and knocked down at the 45 of Salem. But we do have some laundry on the field, and it's going to be in the area of holding.
Yeah, I believe that's probably what it is. Just a few yards downfield, and it is a holding.
You know, that's one of those, about every play there's a hold, but when you get one on the end like that bounces that thing through, that affects the play.
Yep, I believe that was going to be on their wide receiver that was blocking over here. But a
lot of penalties tonight.
Yeah, there has been. The 32 holdings on Brownstown. Lions have a holding and a false start as well. And then if you count the kickoff, that's 5 penalties so far through the first quarter and 2 minutes.
Yeah. So move that thing back. 10:27 left to go here in the first. Salem trails 21-0. Brownstown. It's going to be 1st and 17 for. That's going to be 1st and 17. Anyway, ball's back at the 18-yard line. Being shotgun. Number 40 is going to get the handoff to the back, and he is wrapped up, and that's the best we've held him. He only got about a 2-yard gain. We got a late flag.
I believe that's going to be on Brownstown.
Maybe like an unsportsmanlike conduct?
I believe that's what it is.
Because it came in late after the play was over.
I believe that's going to be on Brownstown.
Good defense by the Lions. I couldn't tell who made the stop, but we were able to hold number 40, Hutchinson, to only a 2-yard gain.
9-yard gain.
Oh, yeah.
It's on the Lions, actually.
What was it?
Unsportsmanlike on the Lions.
Well, that's stupid. That was stupid. Got to keep our composure. I know it's not looking good out there, boys, but don't give it to them.
Yeah, I did see Larry just texted me and asked, did we see those punches? So I'm guessing a Salem kid threw a punch.
Losing our composure. So it looks like that. Brownstown gets a first down after it would have been 2nd and long. The ball's up to the 42-yard line now, their own 42. There's the snap. The ball's on the ground. It was a double reverse, and it's still on the ground. Salem gets it. Salem recovers at the 25-yard line. Nice defense by the Lions. It was just kind of sloppy on Brownstown end. They had the double handoff, and the second handoff, it was just mishandled, and it comes to the ground, and there were 3 Lions there, and we finally got on it at the 25.
Yeah, did you see who recovered that, Ryan?
No, I didn't
either.
I was watching them bear crawl trying to get to the ball.
It was a fumble on number 9, I believe, from the Braves on the reverse. But, that was great hustle from the Lions getting to where the ball was on the ground before any of the Brownstown kids did. It was 3 Lions and 1 Brownstown player. So just like that, 10:03, Salem's by far in their best field position of the night. They're at the Brownstown 25-yard line, Maul in the shotgun. They trail 21-0, the Lions do. There's a snap. Take the handoff. He's looking to pass under pressure. Got Braxton D wide open. Oh, no! At the 3-yard line off the top of his hands. That would have been an easy 6 points. Nice pitch. It almost floated just a little too long and a little bit high, but he still should have caught that. Yeah, it was another overthrow by Adam. He had some pressure in his face, and he tried to get the ball out too quick. At that point, got a receiver running down the field by yourself. You just got to stand there, throw the ball to where it needs to go, and take the hit. Yeah. So that'll stop the clock with 9:58 left to go in the first half. Salem trails 21-0. 2nd and 10. They're at their Brownstown 25-yard line, Maul under center. And there's the snap, and they're going to hand off to Waylon Foster.
Waylon Foster. Nice to see him. He's going to get run out of bounds for about a loss of 1. Just he was trying to turn that corner, and that, those outside power runs, they just take so long to get there. Yep. And with a team this quick, they shut that lane down real quick.
Yeah, Waylon also has his hand in a cast still. I don't know how secure he'll be holding on to the ball.
So 3rd and 13. The ball's at the Brownstown 28-yard line. Ball's going to line up under center. There's the snap, and they're going to hand off, and he is just clobbered in the backfield. I believe that was Morris.
Yeah, it was Karis Moore.
Karis Moore, I'm sorry. Yeah, he got taken down for a big loss, about a 7-yard loss.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, that was not a great play call there. There was more Brownstown kids in the backfield than there were Salem kids in the backfield.
Yeah, so it's going to bring up 4th and 17 for the Lions. They're back at their 32-yard line of Brownstown. The original line of scrimmage was the 25, and we've lost more than we've gained down to 9 minutes here in this half. And Maul's going to be in the shotgun. And looks like
timeout Lions, I believe. Delay a game on the Lions.
Wow. No excuse for that.
No, we've seen a lot of delay games this year from the Lions, and that's just an unnecessary 5-yard penalty that you can't have.
Yeah. So now it's going to bring up 4th and 22 for the Lions. They trail 21-0. They're back at the 37 now. They're still in Brownstown territory. Maul's looking to throw, has time, gets it off down the sideline, and there's the flag for it's going to fall incomplete, but it is pass interference. That was a good call. He was all over him when the ball was in the air. I like that call, Brandon.
Yeah, pass interferences can get kind of back and forth. They were both kind of arm locking each other, but the Brownstown kid, where he made the mistake, is he never turned around to look for the ball to make a play on it, and therefore they did throw the flag.
Unfortunate thing is that still doesn't give us a first down. That's only
should be an automatic first down.
That's a 15-yard penalty. We needed 22.
I guess it's not in high school.
Yep. So that will move it up to a 4th and 7, much better than 4th and 22, and that moves it back up to the Brownstown 22-yard line. 8:47 to go. Braves lead 21-0. Maul's under center. More in motion. They're going to look to pass. Got all kinds of people. Screen pass. And it's complete to Braxton. He's got a room to run. And he almost took that thing to the house. He is going to be brought down across the 10-yard line to around the 8. First down Lions. Nice play.
Yeah, we haven't seen a screenplay out of the Lions all year. It was a nice 13-yard gain there for the Lions on the little pitch and catch on the screen from Adam to Braxton.
You know, we talked about that last week. I love the screenplay when you have a fast, aggressive defense. Yep. Perfect call against these Brownstown Braves. They're fast, athletic, and he had about 6 guys in his face when he got that off, and that's exactly what you're supposed to do on that play. That's exactly what the offense is looking for on that play. First and goal. Ball's at the 9-yard line for the Lions. They trail 21-0. Maul under center. They're going to send Moore in motion, and they're going to take the pitch, and Brownstown was upset with herself, and they had 4 guys back there as soon as Maul went to go pitch the ball, and he's going to be dropped for a big loss to the 18-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and goal at the 18, about a 9-yard loss there, Brandon.
Yeah, you know, that's a drive killer right there. Yep. You get a 13-yard little screen play, you make a great play on offense, get the first down on 4th and long, and then you turn around and lose 9 yards.
Yep.
That's a drive killer. You hate to see it. Hopefully the Lions can fix this here. They're also going to have to get on the ball. I bet they're going to use a timeout here with 8 seconds on the play clock here.
Well, let's see what happens here. 7:20 left to go here in this half. There's shotgun, and we're looking to pass. Oh, it's batted at the line of scrimmage and falls incomplete at the 15. Nice defense by the lineman for Brownstown. We had a couple guys in the end zone. Looks like we had Ponsford and Foster back in the end zone, but we will never know how that will turn out because it's batted down.
C.J. Ward, number 20, just checked in the game for Noah Deaton here. We've seen him run the ball a few times this year.
Yeah. Braxton Dean in. 7:15 to go here in this first half. Salem trails 21-0. It's going to be 3rd and goal at the 18-yard line. So we cannot get a first down. We've got to get this in the end zone. And Hall's going to be in the gun. Shotgun. Take the handoff. Going to be a quarterback keeper. He's going to take it up the middle. He's dancing around. Gets to the inside the 10-yard line where he's tackled. And that's going to be spotted at the 8, so it's going to be 4th and the 8-yard line.
Yeah, 10-yard carry there from Mole to get the biggest chunk of that 18 yards back here and make it more of a manageable 4th down here.
Again, that's another one of those plays for an aggressive defense like that. Nice call by Coach Gleason. Get all that pressure and that center opens up, and Mall capitalized and ran that thing right up the middle.
Not sure what Gleason's doing here. I don't know if he's going to waste a timeout here, which I don't think this is time to use a timeout, but it's looking like we're going to kick this down and take a timeout here.
Yeah, I like how he's burning the clock up down to about 6:25, 6:26 left on the clock. Gleason's going to take a timeout for the Lions. They're threatening to score 4th and goal at the 8-yard line. They trail 21-0.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese ball size tail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, at 812-620-8923.
And we're back. 6:26 left to go in this first half. It's 4th and goal. Lions have the ball. They're at the Brownstown 8-yard line. They trail 21-0. The big news of tonight's game is Logan Dent got injured, and I believe he went over to the hospital. His parents took him, so pray for him. Here we go, 4th and goal from the 8, Mall under center, and he's going to look to pass, and he's going to be a flag. Yep, it's intended for Seth Ponsford at the end zone, and there are 3 flags. That's going to be pass interference, so that'll move that thing, half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, and that should be an automatic first down, I believe.
Okay.
Unless I'm wrong.
Well, yeah, they'll see because it's 4th down. Yeah, that's got to be because
worst case scenario, it would be 4th down again.
I say it's going to be a first because before.
Still 4th down.
Bobby darn.
High school rules different.
We just learned something different.
How about that?
So here we go. It's going to be 4th and goal at the 4-yard line.
Be 4th and 4th is 4.
Adam Mall, he was under pressure under that play, and Ponsford had a guy all over him. Here we go. Mall got the play. He's going to run in. We're down to clock stop of 6:20. Salem trails 21-0. They're going to break the huddle. Come to the line. Mall under center.
I expect a run play here for the Lions.
And they're going to we're looking to pass. We got a guy open. Ponsford, and it's touchdown. Salem Lions. Seth Ponsford. Touchdown Lions. And we're back. Again, no fireworks thanks to the band. Normally when we score, we shoot off fireworks, but somebody in the band's scared of fireworks, and so...
I wish they'd be scared of air horns. I hate those things.
I wish you would have hated when
I wish they'd take those things out.
I had that big train horn that... Well, here we go. We're going for 2. And there's a snap. And we're looking to pass.
Green again. And there's nobody there.
Yep, it's going to be incomplete. I tell you what, Brandon, I'm a little nervous. I hear a helicopter over there at the...
So earlier, there was a helicopter that came in.
Okay, before down?
Well, right after he had went up there. So I looked, and there was an ambulance sitting right there.
Okay.
So you're the second person that's mentioned it to me. Larry mentioned it to me as well. Everybody's going to be freaking out down here because they're going to think it's a dent.
Yeah.
But I'm almost positive that there was an ambulance that came in and dropped somebody off at the helicopter.
Okay.
So,
well, prayers for that family, but I'm glad it's not Dent. So, with 6:13 left to go in this first half, Salem finally gets on the board. 2-point conversion, no good. They trail 6-21 over a very impressive Brownstown game. Brownstown team, they look like they tried to try some new things out there their last series.
It worked out well for them.
Until they fumbled.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Salem drive.
Yeah.
My fault. Salem did try some new plays on offense on that drive, as we saw, and we did score, but I bet Coach May is going crazy over there. Penalties killed Brownstown.
They look sloppy for Brownstown.
They stopped us 2 times on 4th down, and both times they got a penalty.
Yeah, I think they're getting a little bit too confident. But when you're up 21-6, there's the kick by Braxton Dean. It's going to land around the 30. It's going to be fielded at the 25-yard line, and he's going to take it up the middle, and he's going to be dropped across the 40 to around the 43, 44-yard line.
That was number 9, Landon Lanier. He's a freshman, 6'1", 165. You don't see a whole lot of freshmen playing for Brownstown, so that's good for them. Good to see for them.
So here we go. Brownstown's already out there. 6:07 to go. It's left in this half. Brownstown leads 21-6. Ball's at the 44-yard line. Direct snap to the up back. He's going to run it right up the middle, and he is already across the 35, almost to the 30, before he's brought down in Salem territory. Wow. Just a huge hole.
Yeah, and it took, it was a 23-yard gain there for the Braves, and it took about 20 yards for the Lions defense to figure out who had the ball.
Yeah, that direct snap's a killer there. So first down for the Braves. They're at the Lions' 33-yard line. They're going to be in a shotgun. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it and run it off
number 12 again.
That was the up back. I'm sorry. So that was another first down run when he's dropped down across the 20-yard line to the 18.
That is number 12, Trevor Branneman, a junior, 5'10", 170 pounds. We saw number 15 originally running the ball, and we haven't seen him run the ball since.
Was he the first up back?
Yeah.
There we go. Number 40's in motion.
Snap again.
Direct snap, yep. And he's going to drag some lines across for about a 4-yard gain. I'll tell you one thing, Brandon, it just hit me. We talked about it in the pregame show. Brownstown has only had one team this year score on them, so we're the second team to score. So, attaboy Lions for at least that's a small victory in itself.
Yeah, and the Lions got that drive started in great field position at the 25 after a big blunder from the Braves. But, the Lions are second team all year to put points on. So. And number 40.
Yeah, 40's got it. He's got all kinds of room.
That is actually number 28.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
They're not going to call that a touchdown? Yeah, that's a touchdown. Touchdown Braves, 15-yard touchdown run, 4:45 left to go in this half.
It was number 28, Jack Pace, a junior, 6', 175.
Braves add to their lead right now. Before the point after, it's 27-6. 4:45 left in this first half. And waiting for the snap here. They're not even set yet. There's a set. There's a snap, low snap, but it's up, and it looks to be good. And with that, 4:45 left to go in this first half. Salem trails 28-6.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for a touchdown of savings? It's football season, and we're kicking off the biggest sale of the year at John Jones Auto Group. Whether you're tailgating or heading to the big game, we've got the perfect ride for you. From sporty SUVs to family-friendly minivans, every vehicle is priced to win. Plus, enjoy unbeatable trade-in deals, 0% financing, and available service contracts that keep you covered long after the final whistle. So why wait? Gear up for greatness with John Jones Auto Group. We're your winning team for the best cars and deals around. Visit us today at one of our 4 convenient locations, Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, or Corydon, or check us out online at johnjonesautogroup.com. And remember, John Jones Auto Group, you see so many because they paid so little. John Jones supports our Salem Lions. Good luck tonight, and go team.
We are back. 4:45 left to go in this first half. Salem trails 28-6.
Big John Jones guy, Ryan.
Over the Brownstown Warriors. Yeah.
Big John Jones guy.
Here's the kick. And it looks like it's going to be fielded. Looks like he's going to take that. Adler Cox. Nice return. He gets that thing across the 30. He just kind of popped out of nowhere. There was a bunch of Braves around him, and then boom, he had a bunch of green. he gained another 15 yards off that second effort there.
Yeah, that was a 27-yard return there. He caught it about the 4-yard line, ended up at the 31 for the Lions. Lions have great starting field position again, so we'll see if they can capitalize once again.
Again, that's, the future looks bright for the Lions. He's just a freshman. Adler Cox is. He's their third-string quarterback on the varsity team, starting quarterback when Campbell's not playing. I think Campbell's going to be the starting JV quarterback this week on Monday. Which, speaking of that, the Lions were able to win over Scottsburg past Monday. Great job for the JV team. And Maul's going to look to throw. He's got Braxton Dean to the outside, and it's going to be complete, but only for about a 2-yard gain. But nice little out route and nice, beautiful pass by Maul. I'm glad that which I think we were kind of forced to be throwing as much as we are because Dent being out.
Yeah.
But Maul, I think this is only his second game, but his arm is underutilized. He's got a heck of an arm on him.
He's thrown a lot better than he has. Definitely did last year, but he just needs to take a little bit more time in the pocket, I think, and he'd be a lot more effective in the pass game, that's for sure.
Second and 8. We're going to be a handoff to the tailback. I couldn't see a number on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that
He brought down after about a 1-yard gain.
Karis Moore.
Number 7, Karis Moore, ball carrier.
Actually, he lost a yard.
Yes, we did lose a yard. Yep. Thought he crossed that line of scrimmage, but yes, not. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 9 with 3:30 left to go in this first half. Salem trails 28-6. The ball's back at their own 34-yard line. Braxton Dean's coming in. Stick with us at halftime. We'll have some words from Coach Gleasing from Zoe. What's Zoe's last name?
Couch.
Zoe Couch. I knew that. All right, here we go. 3rd and 9. Ball under center. There's the snap, fake the handoff, and it just took too long to develop, and he gets dropped for a huge sack. He had 3 guys on him before he even had time to turn around. Those play actions just take so long.
Yeah.
You got to hit quick. We don't have the line to do play.
No, and that is what we saw last year. It looks like Brownstown's going to try to. They've called a timeout, get another one in before halftime.
So it'll be Brownstown's first timeout.
But yeah, we did see that. We saw that kind of same thing last week. But Ryan, let's head to a commercial break here and hear from Rodney Bruff at American Family Insurance.
Drew and Jonathan Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance is committed to protecting your dream home so that your family has a place to share laughs, celebrations, and milestones, which is why their new homeowner discount rewards customers who have purchased a new home in the last 3 years with a discount on their homeowner's policy. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Rodney Bruff, agent at Rodney S. Bruff Agency Incorporated at 812-277-1400 today.
Discounted savings amounts and eligibility will vary. Some restrictions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6,000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
We're back here at Paulette Graves Athletic Field. Braxton Dean's in the punt, 4th and 19 for the Lions. We're deep back at their own 24-yard line. There's 3 minutes to go in this first half. Braxton Dean gets another nice, high, booming punt off. It's going to cross the 50. It's going to be fair caught at the 48-yard line with 2:51 left to go. Salem trails 28-6.
And we'll stay here as Brownstown is already getting out there on the line and ready to start their offensive drive here.
Yeah, we'd be nice to hold them. I was hoping to brag that at least we didn't get 35 scored on us before half like we did last week, so we will see. Little victories. It's what we need, just little victories here. 2:51 to go. 1st and 10 for Brownstown. They're at their own 48-yard line. Quarterback's going to be in shotgun formation. Send number 1 in motion. Double handoff again. Number 40's got it, and he's going to take it around the end, and he's already in secondary. He's going to take this to the house. He got Shockey to beat, but I don't think. Yeah. Wow. One play, 52-yard touchdown run by number 40, McCutcheon, for Brownstown. Wow.
What is his last name?
What is it? Hutchinson. McCutcheon.
It's all the same thing at this point.
Yeah, at this point, and nobody's listening.
Oh, there's a holding on Brownstown.
I didn't see that.
I didn't either. So that's coming back.
I'm surprised how sloppy they're playing tonight.
I didn't. That was right where the running back ran. That's probably the only reason that got called. But I did not see any blatant holding over there.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was after the play or what, but they still got the first down.
Yeah.
Actually.
So So that will negate that touchdown. So but it still will be 1st and 10. Ball's up at their
Snap to the up back.
43. And he's going to bust this thing loose. Number 20,
Evan
15. Yeah, he's going to run this thing for a 43-yard touchdown run. And I don't see any laundry on the field, so just a matter of who gets the yards for Brownstown.
Yep.
And just like that, 2 plays, 2 touchdowns for the Brownstown Braves.
And we were just talking about on the last drive how we hadn't seen 15 run the ball for a minute. That's only his 4th carry of the game, and he carried the first 3 plays. But he came back and busted a pretty nice run there for the Braves.
Yeah.
Just ran through a few tackles.
That was just a direct snap.
Yeah.
I mean, so here we go. The PAT team's out. 2:33 left in this half. And there's a snap. Kick is up, and it looks good. So with that, 2:33 left to go in this first half. Brownstown has their lead 35-6 over the Salem Lions.
Fans out there, let's save AM radio.
Congress is poised to pass a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. 82 million Americans risk losing the news, sports, talk, traffic, and vital emergency information they rely on. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress to pass this bill now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
All right, we are back. Zoe Couch up here, our sideline reporter, is up here getting the equipment. And with 2:33 left in this first half, Salem trails 35-6. Brownstown scored a long touchdown run, got called back for holding, and then did a direct snap to their up back and scored a 43-yard touchdown. So 2 plays, 2 touchdowns for the Braves. And we're waiting to get the ball into play. We've got Harris Moore and looks like Noah Deaton back deep to receive. Good to see Noah back there. He following concussion protocol last couple games. Got a little banged up in the Silver Creek game. First time we've seen him back in a couple weeks.
We haven't seen Logan Dent return, so I'm guessing he's still being evaluated at the hospital.
Yeah.
Being checked out, make sure he's all right.
There we go. There's the kick, and it looks like Deaton's going to be fielding it at the 5. That's good to see him get it. Come on, Deaton. He's quick. He's going to run it up the middle. He breaks a tackle and finally gets wrapped up. He's dragging some players and gets brought down across the 30. That's what we've missed right there. Noah Deaton. So they're going to spot it at the 31, I believe.
31 or 32, something like that. But hopefully here the Lions can at least run the clock out and go into halftime.
Yeah, it would be bad to give them the ball back again. And they're going to spot it at the 32-yard line. 2:25 left in this first half. Salem trails 35-6.
For all you Mid-Southern fans out there, North Harrison was over Charlestown 21-6 at halftime. That update came a little earlier. So that may
West Washington's down 21-0 at Springs Valley.
Yep.
And Mall under center, man in motion. They're going to hand off to the back. I think that was
got rolled up on.
Yeah, I think that was a Ward that had the ball. It was 20-something.
There's no Deaton.
Oh, was that Noah?
Yep, for a 2-yard loss there. Brian, your eyes are getting, you might need a new prescription glasses.
I do. I need to go. I thought it was a 20-something. With both teams, there's so much misdirection. It's hard to tell, and that defense is so quick. They just surround that ball. The clock's going to continue to run. We're down to 150 left in this half. Salem trails 35-6. 2nd and 12, 2-yard loss. They're back at their own 30-yard line. The Lions are. Ball's going to be under center. And there's the snap. Handoff Morris. Morris takes it around the right. Immediately that hole collapses, and he is going to be stopped for a no gain.
And I think Brownstown has called a timeout.
That's their second timeout of the half. That, man, this is a fast defense, Brandon.
Yes, this is probably the best defense the Lions will play all season. And we also see that Coach Mays over there is trying to score as many points as he can. So it'll be interesting to see here if the Lions are able to take this to halftime. But you are correct. This defense is very fast. They're very aggressive. So hopefully the Lions can not turn the ball back over to Brownstown here, not give them another opportunity to go up 42-6 before halftime. But the Brownstown defense here, they're aggressive, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're fast. Like I said, I'd almost like to see another one of those screen passes here.
Yeah, and that may be what we see. I wouldn't be surprised on 3rd and 13, 3rd and 12 if that's what the Lions pull out here.
Well, we will see. Brownstown Braves are already back at the line. Lions are still huddled up. 3rd and 12 for the Lions. They're back deep in their own territory at the 30-yard line. A minute 35 to go. We trail 35-6. And finally going to break the huddle and run out there. The play clock's going now. Why do you huddle up? Why not just go straight to the line, Brandon?
That I'm not for sure. I'm guessing Gleason called the play in the huddle over here during the timeout, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah, why do you? Yeah, oh well. Salem breaks the huddle, come back to the line. Maul's going to be in the shotgun, and Maul's going to keep it, and Brownstown is not being faked on that one. He's going to be dropped immediately for a loss. So that'll bring up
15?
Fourth and 15? Yeah, about 4th and 15 it looks like.
4th and 16.
We got 129. Brownstown's going to have some time to play. See, we got another timeout here, it looks like. Who called this one?
It was Brownstown.
Oh, that was their final timeout. This first half, Salem still has one. Not that I don't think that's going to come into play with us trailing 35-6.
Unless something weird happens. I think you are correct. I do not think that we will be using the timeout the rest of this half.
So we'll stick with you through this timeout as we're down to a minute 29 to go before you get all kinds of our good sponsors here at halftime. We got some words from the IHSAA commissioner, and I want to thank Rodney Bruff. I know he sponsored this homecoming tonight, so appreciate him. And here we go. Braxton Dean back to punt, 4th and 16 at the 26-yard line. Nice snap. Low punt, but it's going to go end over end across the 50. It's going to be fielded at the 47-yard line, or the 42, I apologize, and that's going to be returned by Preston Garrison, number 1 for Brownstown, and he gets that across midfield. Looks like he's going to be around the 45-yard line where they're going to start this last possession of the half, I would think.
Brian, what's your projection here? Do you think they score before halftime?
Yes. As quick as they move the ball. What do you think, Brandon?
Oh, absolutely. I think probably first 3 plays, I think number 40 gets in the end zone.
Yeah. They're probably going to run him to the wide side of the field. They got it set up for that. I would be sliding. There they go. They're making corrections there. And
handoff here.
Double handoff. Oh, they're going around to the near side of the field.
28.
And he gets wrapped up and brought down before he gets a first down. That's going to be a gain of 12 on that. Number 28, what's his name?
That is Jack Pace, a junior.
We're trying to keep up with your name. I know there's a lot of Brownstown listeners listening to us, and we appreciate that. 1st and 10. Ball's up to the Salem 33-yard line. We're down to a minute to go in this first half. Quarterback's going to look to pass, and he's going to throw it to number 40 out of the backfield, complete at the 35-yard line, and he's going to run out of bounds across the 30, about the 27-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, we haven't seen him throw the ball to the running back. But apparently they should do that a little more often.
Yeah, he had a lot of room. Looks like they're going to give him. What are they moving up for? I thought he was. There we go.
I think they just put him in the wrong spot.
Yeah. There we go. 2nd and 4. 6-yard gain on that pass. Good defense by the Lions. Ball's up to the 26-yard line. There's a snap. They're looking to pass again. He's under pressure, gets it off. It looks like they threw a little screen pass to number 4, and he's going to be run out of bounds, but not after he crosses the 20. I think he's going to be marked out right around the 18-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like about a 8-yard pass play there for the Braves. We're seeing Brownstown throw a little ball a little bit more, but as we expected, they're not really throwing it downfield.
It's a pretty good looking. I can't remember his number. That was an old tall kid for. Look how big he is.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tight end.
Yes.
Lane Pendleton.
Yeah, big old boy. There's a snap. They're going to hand off to number 1. He's going to take it around to the wide side, and he gets tripped up and taken down. Another saving tackle by Peyton Shockey.
That was a great tackle there by Shockey to save the touchdown.
That's twice he saved touchdown runs.
Yep. The Braves did end up getting the first down on an 11-yard carry, but it was a great touchdown-saving tackle there.
First and goal, ball's up to the 7-yard line. Clock's down to 25 seconds. Come on, Lions, let's hold them. And there's a snap, and they're going to hand off to Hutchinson. He's going to take her around. He's going to get it in. Oh, boy. Well, they got her. They about didn't, but touchdown, Braves.
Took them 5 plays. I missed it by 2.
41-6 now with 18.4 seconds left to go here in this. We're going to see a running clock after halftime, Brandon. Close to it.
It sounds like West Washington's kind of having the same luck we are. They're down. There's Logan Dent back on the field in his pads.
In his pads, yes.
I guess he's okay there.
Thank you, Lord.
West Washington is down, trails Valley 35-7 at almost halftime.
There's the PAT. It's a good snap, kicks up, and it looks good. So with that 18.4 seconds to go, we're just going to stick with you here. Brownstown adds to their lead 42-6 over the Lions. Good news, though. We, for one, scored on them. 2, haven't had as many penalties.
True.
And,
well, I wouldn't say the penalty thing yet. We do already have 4 penalties in the first half. We have not had any turnovers.
Yeah. Yeah, Brownstown's had a turnover.
Yeah.
Well, you're keeping stats.
Yeah.
Surely, I think Brownstown
has one more penalty than we do.
Hey.
They got 2 DPIs on the same drive, and they have 3 holdings. The Lions have a holding, a false start, unsportsmanlike, and a delay a game.
Well, regardless, that's just still good stats because we're still getting our butt kicked.
Yeah.
42-6. You
got to take positives out of everything.
Yeah, you got to take those little victories, and you get them.
Yep.
So we're very happy to see Logan Dent come back. So if you're listening, that was not him in the helicopter. Good call on that, Brandon.
Yeah, but Logan looks like he's got his pads on. He's got his helmet in hand. I personally didn't know you could go to the hospital and then come back midway through the game and get back in. But
we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. I tell you, I want to know how he got that priority to go. I don't know if you've ever been
checking quick.
I don't know if you've ever been to the hospital, but my lands at 3 hours is a short time at the hospital. There's a little short kick, and it is going to be fielded by Noah Deaton.
I think it's Braxton Dean.
Oh, yeah, it is Braxton Dean at the 20-yard line, and he's still on his feet, crosses the 30, almost to the 35 before he's dropped at the 34. We're going to have 13.1 seconds to...
I'm guessing the Lions will just take a knee here.
Yeah, that's what I would call.
42-6. I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, but, just take this thing in a halftime.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So we will see. Nice little return from Braxton Dean, switching stuff up. I hope Noah Deaton's all right. I can't say that I've been watching Valerie's tables empty, so that's a good sign. Yeah, wish we were in victory formation, but we're in take-a-knee formation, we'll call it, being down 42-6. There it is, and just like that, we are going to halftime. Stick with us. We will get some words from Coach Gleasing before they enter the locker room. And let's see, where is Zoe?
She's over here by the...
See, coaches about the 40-yard line here. I see her. Yep. There. Keep working your way out there, Zoe. There she goes. You got the mic
unmuted, but I don't hear anything. The mic needs to probably be turned on.
Yep. Uh-oh. She's holding it. Let's see. Oh, she don't have it on. There we go. Good job, Zoe. Oh, God. I'm trying to... There we go. Yeah. With us, Coach.
Yeah.
Well, we've had some victories. Second team to score on them this season. I know the scores, you got to pick those small victories.
Yeah, they're a good football team, and they execute very well. They've got some good linemen that they're just knocking us off the ball. We're kind of outmanned again, and our goal is to get through this healthy and, kind of do a reboot as we go forward. We got to come out and fight in the second half a little bit. We'll make some adjustments as far as kids playing so we can make sure we get everybody get through here healthy.
What about Logan Dan? I see he's back.
Yeah, he's back. That's a first for me.
Yeah.
Go to the hospital, come back, and clear the play for the second half.
Oh, that's what we're going to ask
I didn't know that was allowed.
All right, go to your team. We'll talk to you after the game, Coach. And we're back here. We're going to go to our halftime show now, and nice to hear some words from Coach Gleasing. It's always great. He's, so open with us. But with that, enjoy the halftime show, and we'll be back here in about 14 minutes.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, thank you for your time. We are in week number 4 of high school football, and you are continuing your conversations with athletic directors around the state. How's all that going? I mean, I know it's something you and everyone in the office looks forward to be able to go out and literally be with your constituency that you serve on a daily basis in the office.
Yeah, it's going really well, Coach, and it's so important for us to be able to go out and spend time with the folks that are in contact with our student athletes on a daily basis, and it's going well. We've been this week, we've been to New Albany, Evansville, and we'll be at Brownsburg, and then we have 3 more stops next week. But one of the things that I think people often think about the association, because our tournaments are so popular and such a big component of the year, but that's when we go out, that's not what we focus on. We focus on an education-based athletic system, from the technology that our schools use to run an athletic office to sports medicine advisory and some health and safety issues that we can talk about. So there's a whole litany of things that we talk about that go into running an education-based athletic system that our folks never really even think about. And so it's an opportunity for us all to grow and learn. They learn from us, and we learn from our schools.
We should all worry about it from a standpoint that things have a way of trickling down, and using that as a way to get into NIL, name, image, likeness, that the NCAA is grappling with, and I would offer not grappling well. But it is a situation where you have to be mindful of what's going on around you relative to sports, and be literally, if you can, out in front of it in an incredibly important topic.
Well, yeah, we do, Coach. And NIL and other things with, the NCAA wide open transfer process now, that's a big thing. But we can't look like a for-profit entity. And one of the things that this big misnomer of the association is we are a not-for-profit. We don't have anybody getting rich off of sport in the state of Indiana, coaches and anybody alike. And so we have to continue to stay focused on the educational aspect that stays with these kids the rest of their life, rather than short-term gains. And I would argue that short-term gains really aren't there in the high school setting. It's just the vast majority of kids, Coach, were like you and I as athletes. We just needed a place to play and a coach to challenge us to grow up along the way.
I couldn't agree more. Paul Neidig joining us, Commissioner of the IHSAA. You mentioned tournaments. I'm still trying hard to believe that the girls' golf state tournament begins in 2 weeks. How is that possible?
It does, Coach. And once we get started in the fall, we know that it comes fast. I mean, we're week 4, as you said earlier, in our football program. But our girls' golf teams have been playing in a lot of tournaments, and they're tuning up for the state championship already. And we're 2 weeks away from our sectionals across the state. And I tell you, it's like anything else. Indiana kids can perform on a national stage, and they prove that on an annual basis. And we'll have some phenomenal girl golfers that'll make their way to Indianapolis and Carmel, Indiana, and play at the Prairie View Golf Course in a couple of weeks. And folks, if you want to see really good golf, you ought to come out to Prairie View during our state championship week.
We also continue with, as we mentioned, football week number 4. We're about at the halfway point, which also similarly doesn't seem possible, but it seems to be a great football season to this point, if I understand what I'm reading and hearing on the air.
Well, I listen to our prognosticators just as you do, Coach, and like our friend Greg Rakestraw. And, I think we say this, it seems like every year, but I think this year is especially true. We see a lot of parity out there. And I think as we walk into this tournament, and your golf show is just a few short weeks away, I think one of the things that you're going to be talking about is this is a wide-open tournament, and we have a lot of teams that are going to have an opportunity to do well in the tournament series this year.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Hear every big play, every touchdown, and every win.
40, giving chase. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Indiana.
All over Hoosier country. Catch Indiana University football all season long. The Hoosiers head to Los Angeles to battle UCLA. Join us live this Saturday. Our coverage begins at 6:30 right here on your home for Indiana Hoosiers football.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana for the John Jones Auto Minute.
Are you ready for a touchdown of savings? It's football season, and we're kicking off the biggest sale of the year at John Jones Auto Group. Whether you're tailgating or heading to the big game, we've got the perfect ride for you. From sporty SUVs to family-friendly minivans, every vehicle is priced to win. Plus, enjoy unbeatable trade-in deals, 0% financing, and available service contracts that keep you covered long after the final whistle. So why wait? Gear up for greatness with John Jones Auto Group. We're your winning team for the best cars and deals around. Visit us today at one of our 4 convenient locations, Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, or Corydon, or check us out online at johnjonesautogroup.com. And remember, John Jones Auto Group, we see so many because they paid so little. John Jones supports our Salem Lions. Good luck tonight, and go team.
Get Du Bois County Tire Recall. Big or small, they service all. They have the main brand tires, you know, to keep you cruising on down the road. They got tires for driving me. They even got them for your farm machine. You can call them day or night. Du Bois County Tire does it right. Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Now through September 2nd, buy 4 eligible Bridgestone tires and get $70 back by mail on a Bridgestone Visa prepaid card. Get up to $140 when you use your CFNA credit card. Bridgestone, solutions for your journey. Available at Washington County Tire Shop in Salem. Subject to credit approval, restrictions apply. See BridgestoneRewards.com for details.
Big and small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Let's get on our feet and give a big hand to the starting lineup at McDonald's here in Salem. The quarter pounder is coming on the field. Filet-O-Fish and the Golden Delicious Fries are warming up on the sidelines. And now for the feature star of the night, the Big Mac. You'll score every time with a hot, fresh meal from McDonald's in Salem, whether you're there for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Take a time out and stop by before or after the big game to check out their all-day breakfast menu or value menu. Download the McDonald's app and you can get great deals on delicious taste all day long. You'll score every time with the wife and kids when you make a touchdown at the Golden Arches right here in Salem. And don't forget, McDonald's has gift cards so you can give that great fresh taste all season long.
The City of Salem Parks and Recreation Department is planning activities for your children and will have several events and opportunities this fall and winter. And don't forget to take advantage of our facilities at DePaul Park and Riley's Place Playground. Shelters are available to reserve by calling the office at 812-883-2895. There is an outside grill, picnic tables, and 4 basketball goals. Community Park on Salem's east side has a variety of activities, from basketball and tennis to skateboarding, and it's also the location for t-ball games, youth baseball, and adult softball leagues almost every evening and weekend. If you would like to reserve a field, please contact the Parks Department. Also, there is playground equipment, a covered shelter and picnic area, and volleyball and a basketball court at Elizabeth Street Park. For additional information, call Tom Foltz at 812-883-2895 or stop by his office in City Hall.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese ball size tail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, at 812-620-8923.
There's an issue cutting through the bipartisan bickering in Congress. It's AM radio. The overwhelming majority of legislators, Democrats and Republicans, support a bill to keep AM radio in cars. But time is running out. Text AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now. AM radio is too important to let this moment pass us by.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Planning to buy some land or build a new home or maybe put up a fence? Do you know your property line? Are you in a floodplain? When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860, providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting for a free quote today at 812-274-0860.
Do you wonder what it would be like to live without hip or knee pain? Joint replacement at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine makes it easier than you think. Schneck is proud to be one of the first in the region to offer Mako robotic arm-assisted joint replacement surgery. This latest advancement transforms the way joint replacements are performed. Mako allows your surgeon to provide you with a personalized surgical experience based on your specific diagnosis and anatomy. This means less soft tissue damage and greater bone preservation, less blood loss, less pain, fewer days in the hospital, and faster recovery. Taking a walk, riding a bike, and playing with your grandchildren. These are just a few of the simple joys in life. But for those with bone and joint pain, these simple joys are often too painful or unbearable to truly enjoy. With Mako robotic arm-assisted surgery at Schneck, you can get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at SchneckOrtho.com.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapy. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, two great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272. After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, two great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
Drew and Johnson Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance is committed to protecting your dream home so that your family has a place to share laughs, celebrations, and milestones, which is why their new homeowner discount rewards customers who have purchased a new home in the last 3 years with a discount on their homeowner's policy. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Rodney Bruff, agent at Rodney S. Bruff Agency Incorporated at 812-277-1400 today.
Discounted savings amounts and eligibility will vary. Some restrictions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6,000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
have any life anymore. It's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that itch. That's what living is. Now, I can't make you do it. You gotta look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now, I think you're gonna see a guy who will go that inch with you. You're gonna see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're gonna do the same for him. That's a team, gentlemen. Now, what are you gonna do? After halftime, Salem trails 42-6 against the Brownstown Braves. Let's give you some scores from around the area.
Well, you're from those, Brian. I'll go over some stats real quick.
We got 42-6 here at Salem.
Yep.
We got West Washington. They finally got on the board. It's 7:35 there at Springs Valley. Corden is down 35-14 versus Scottsburg. We don't have an update on North Harrison, Charlestown, or Clarksville, Providence, and there's no report on the East Washington and Silver Creek games. Go ahead, Brandon.
So one thing that stands out to me is the Lions had negative 11 rushing yards in the first half and 52 yards passing. So they only had 41 yards of offense in the first half. And when you ask why the score is 42-6, you're about to find out why. Brownstown had 340 yards rushing and 14 yards passing, totaling 354 yards in the first half. One name we mentioned before the game was number 40, Greg Hutchinson. He has 129 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. And then we had an outstanding performance from number 15, Evan Stahl, 69 yards and a touchdown on the ground.
Yeah, he had that last one went for 43 just before halftime there. They scored twice in 2 plays. One got called back for a hold. And so that's where we're at. With that said, though, we got to take the little victory. Salem is the only second team this season to score on Brownstown. And here we go. Salem's going to be set up to receive. There's the kick to start this second half, and it's going to be muffed by Braxton Dean, I believe that. Or no, that was Deaton, wasn't it?
I think it was Harris Moore, maybe. No, it was Braxton Dean.
Yeah, it was Braxton Dean. He's able to jump on it and recover it. We got lucky on that one. He jumped on it, recovered it, and Salem's going to start this second half off at their own 22-yard line. Just went right through his hands, but again, he was able to recover it. And this past Brownstown defense, man, they were just right on him. Good coverage by them.
Yeah, that's a good thing they recovered that, or this would, I believe, would have been a 49-6 game pretty quickly here.
Yeah, not quite yet at a running clock, I don't believe. But
we should be, yes.
Let's see, there's a snapper looking to throw. Ball gets it all complete to Braxton Dean right around the 30. He stays on his feet, crosses the 30, and they're going to call him down. Looks like I thought he was able to keep his knee up. He did one of those one-handed deals to stay up, and it's going to be a short pass. Going to be down at the 28-yard line. Nice little 6-yard pass. Bring up 2nd and 4.
So it's just kind of a simple pitch and catch there on an out route from Mold to Dean. Dean ran a great route. Broke off the coverage of number 1 there and was open for the out route.
So with that, 2nd and 4. Ball's at the Salem 28-yard line. Maul's going to be under center. There's the snap, and they're going to hand off, and Logan Dent, who left this game the first half and went to the hospital and came back already and was cleared, and he's back in. Gets a no gain on that run. He hit that hole hard, though, but that's just a tough kid. Hats off to that kid. Yep. Hats off to the Salem Hospital for checking him so quick, getting him back to us.
I got a message from Chris during halftime. I don't know how accurate this is, but he said that he was told that Dent was coughing up blood on the sideline.
Well, good they got some checked out. 3rd and 4 for the Lions. They're throwing 28. There's a snap. Marlon Sterry's looking to throw in the pressure ducks, and he is going to be taken down for a sack. Taken down. We got to get rid of that play action, man.
Yeah, you know,
it takes too long.
Yeah, we have no really upfront blocking there from the Lions' offensive line, and as soon as Mole took the snap, there was already Braves in his face.
And lose a yard on that. 2 yards on that. We're at 4th and 6. Braxton Dean in to punt. Just like that, 3 and out for the Lions. There's a snap, nice snap. Dean gets it away, a beautiful kick, a beautiful punt, and it's going to be fielded at the 43-yard line by number 1 for the Braves. He gets to midfield and gets wrapped up by a Lion, and he's going to be wrestled down. I think the initial contact was I think that was Peyton Shockey again.
Was it? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he just had a heck of a defensive game. That was Shockey, isn't it?
I believe it was.
There it is, number 3. Yeah, nice job for Shockey. Having in small victories. So Brownstown's going to get their first possession of this second half at midfield at the 50. Go ahead, Brandon.
Number 40 is not on the field for the Braves here.
Why risk him?
Yeah, that's fair.
Unless you want to pad his stats. Running clock, 9:13 left. Third, handoff number 1. He's got a huge hole. He crosses the 40 and gets wrestled out of bounds by Shockey again.
No flag.
Yeah, that was...
Wow.
It's going to be a first down run. He's, see, where they're going to spot that thing. That was a 10, 15, about a 17-yard run. It's going to be down at the Salem 33. But again, Shockey saved the touchdown.
Yeah.
That's his 3rd time doing that this game.
I definitely thought we were going to get a flag there for unsportsmanlike because he spun the running back around and threw him after he had went out of bounds, but the refs didn't see it that way.
Brownstown back at the line, shotgun, and double hand off to number 1. He's going to take it around, huge hole. He's to the 20, and he gets run out of bounds just around the 15. They're going to mark it at the 18. Man, he had all kinds of green. He just ran out of field, or I think that would have went to the house.
Yeah, all of these running backs for Brownstown, they play smart. They like to get to the sideline so that way if they're about to get cracked, they can just step out of bounds, and that's what we've seen for the last 2 plays here from number 1.
And they just got so many weapons. You know, you've got 40, 15, 28.
Yeah,
so,
number 1.
Yeah, number 1, yeah. So 1st and 10. First at the 18-yard line of Salem. There's this direct snap. No, they're going to hand off to number 20, and he's got some speed, too. He's going to take this into the end zone for an 18-yard touchdown run for the Brownstown Braves. Another helicopter leaving the hospital.
Coming in.
Oh, is it coming in?
Yep.
Man, prayers are with...
Somebody's having a bad night.
Yeah, that's a bad deal. So I don't see any laundry on the field. Are they not? Yeah, there's the PAT team there. This is just an athletic team. This is probably the best Brownstown team I've ever seen.
One of them, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would agree with you. One of them. I can remember
one of the best.
They had a team a few years back, and I'm not so sure if it was when you guys were in Little League or not. They could pass, they could run, they could...
So when I was in high school, they could...
the PAT, the ball is that snap, and he's going to pick it up, try to run it, and it's going to be stopped. So the point after is no good. I believe Wynn was the tackler for Salem. So with that, 7 minutes, 48-6. Go ahead now, Brandon. Sorry.
I believe one of the years we were in high school, they had a team. So my freshman year was probably the best Brownstown team I'd ever seen. They had Gavin Bain as the slot. They had Kyle Kramer playing quarterback, and Gavin Bain was probably one of the most freak athletes I'd ever seen. And every single time, he would just run straight down the field. Like, he would line up and just run straight. Kyle Kramer would drop back, throw the ball as far as he could. Gavin Bain would turn around and run back for it, catch the ball, and turn around and outrun it.
I remember they had a team that they could not only run it, but they could throw it.
And that was them.
I think they went to semi-state.
Yep.
And I think they got beat by Lawrenceburg. Yeah, and I honestly thought Brownstown looked better than Lawrenceburg.
Yeah.
Lawrenceburg got killed.
Yep, I was there that game.
Yeah, we were too.
Yep.
I remember seeing some Brownstown players there and telling them that was the best team I've ever seen.
That's the best Brownstown team I had ever seen.
But this is a close second.
This is definitely, if this team could throw the ball, they would be probably the best.
Yeah, their quarterback has the arm.
Yeah.
But it's just the timing or whatnot it's not there. But,
well, and my thing is, why would you?
Oh, exactly.
You don't need to.
Yeah, they've got so many weapons at running back.
You absolutely don't need to throw the ball as a coach of this team.
So here we go. They're going to kick off.
Great kick.
Yep, it's going to be fielded by Noah Deaton at the 10-yard line. He's going to take it across the 20, 25, and going to be brought down across the 25 to about the 27, I think, is where they're going to spot that. 6:50. Again, we've got a running clock here. Salem trails 48-6.
Another thing that I've noticed about this Brownstown team that has always been kind of a thing from Brownstown, but I've noticed it more with this team, is every time they make a tackle, they hit the player hard.
Oh, yeah.
They're
physical.
It's never a questionable arm tackle. It's somebody stacks them up and somebody tees off on them.
And they've got size. Usually Brownstown, you look at them and you kind of giggle like, where's their lineman? But they're aggressive. Yeah. This is a real aggressive team. Here we go. Maul's going to keep it, take the pitch, takes it around to the right, or the left, and breaks one tackle, but finally gets wrestled down. If he's lucky, he may have gained a yard on that.
For the line of scrimmage.
Yep. He was on the back half of the hash, and they were going to move it to the front half of the hash, so about a half-a-yard gain, but it's still going to be the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, still at the 27-yard line. Salem trails 48-6. A running clock here in the third, 5:50 left to go.
Yeah, Ryan, I can say I see why number 40 is by far the best running back that Brownstown has. He's only averaging 130 yards, and I see why. Because they're sitting him after halftime.
Pitch to Logan Dent. Dent's going to take it around the outside, gets across the line of scrimmage, crosses the 30, and finally gets brought down just shy of the 35.
At the 34.
At the 34 is where they're going to spot.
7-yard play there for the Lions.
And again,
the biggest run play of the game for us.
Tough kid, so glad to see him back and healthy and keep going on with his season. A sophomore. 3rd and 3 for the Lions. Ball under center. Going to pitch it back to Dent. Dent's going to take it around the right. He's got some green. There he goes, first down. He gets a shoestring tackle after he crosses the 40 to the 41, where they're going to spot 41. That's where they're going to spot the ball. First down, Lions. What was that? Am I hearing angels? I'm hearing some sort of.
That's what I heard.
I'm hearing heavenly horns.
I heard that too. Was that here or was that here?
We may be seeing the second coming of Christ. The way that sounded like a trumpet blast.
Yeah, for anybody who's out listening to the radio, please text me and let me know if you heard the angel horns as well, or if Ryan and I are finally meeting our time.
No, we're still here, so we didn't make that rapture. Here we go. 1st and 10, ball's at the 41-yard line. Maul under center, 4:20 left to go in this third quarter. There's a snap, pitch to Logan Dent. Dent's got room to run. He's to the 40, 30, 45, 50. He's crossed the 45, 40, and gets ran out of bounds just shy of the 35-yard line. Beautiful run by Logan Dent.
Yeah, we didn't see Dent a whole lot in the first half. He was in for one play, and then had to unfortunately exit the game. But that's a good 20-yard carry there for him.
So even though he went out of bounds, the clock's going to continue to run. Kelly, my fiance, Cornette, just texted me and said she did not hear them. So apparently she didn't catch the rapture either. So
I'm just concerned of why we heard him. It must have been here. I
heard it plain as day.
That's a new sound, though, for the Lions, I'm guessing.
1st and 10, balls at the Brownstown 39. Another handoff to Dent. Dent takes it up the middle. He's going to gain about a yard before he's brought down. Bring up 2nd and 9. It's going to move the ball up to around the 38-yard line of Brownstown. Salem trails the 48-6. It was. You looked at me like I looked at you. And there's no train coming through town.
No, that's what concerned me the most. I'm wondering if they played it through the speakers and it picked up in our mics. That's what I'm praying for.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm ready. Here we go. We're into 3 minutes to go. 2nd and 9. Maul under center. Dent in the backfield. Take the handoff to Dent. Maul's going to throw it deep. Over the middle, he's got Braxton Dean open. It's complete. Inside the 10, touchdown. Salem Lions, Braxton Dean, 38-yard pitch and catch. Nice play by the Salem Lions. And just bear with me. I'm trying to find it. Boom.
Just got an update.
Go ahead, Brandon.
Just got an update. West Washington now travels Springs Valley 48-7.
Sounds familiar.
Yep.
But we trail now 48-12 with 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Nice 39-yard touchdown pass from Adam Mall to Braxton Dean. And again, did you notice no play action on that play?
Yeah.
He actually could get it off, and he aired that thing out. All right, here we go. Mall under center going for 2 points. Bit going to be in motion. And we're going to look to throw all over the head of Braxton Dean, and it's going to be out of the end zone. 2-point conversion, no good. 1:53 left in this third quarter. Salem trails 48-12, but if I'm not mistaken, this is the most points scored on this Brownstown team this year. Oh, they've had 20.
Corden put up 3 touchdowns.
Corden did?
Yep.
Oh. Well, they must have had their JV in. That must have been like that fourth quarter.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah. So, hey, we could double this here in a little bit.
Yeah, it was 55-20, 54-20, something like that.
Let's stay with it here. You guys heard enough commercials here. We appreciate all our sponsors, but we're just going to stick with it here. We'll do commercials after the next turnover on downs or whatnot.
We'll go over our sponsor list real quick, as we have a new sponsor that we did not mention pregame. Ryan, you want to go ahead and tell us who they are?
They are Marshall Monuments. We love to have them on board. And, so, yeah, unfortunately, it's a bad topic, but we thought we were going to experience it a little bit ago with those trumpets. Yeah. But we're still here, so if you're listening, you can go to Marshall Monuments and get me and Brandon's headstones.
Yeah, I'm just praying that that was an actual sound somewhere.
I think it was on the PA.
I think it was, too.
And I heard that Coach was implementing some more music and sound effects second half to get the fans more involved, and that was one of them.
Yeah, that's the one we hadn't heard yet all season. Ryan and I thought it was time for our rapture here, but we're still here.
Well, here we go. Braxton Dean's going to kick off after that nice 39-yard touchdown reception he had from Adam Mall. Short little kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 30. It's going to be caught in the air, and he's going to be wrapped up and brought down just shy of the 45 at the 44. Now, that was number 12 for Brownstown.
Trevor Branneman.
There you go.
Seen him run the ball a few times this game. I think he had a touchdown in the first half. Let's see here. No, they got to get him one. No, he did have one. And an 8-yard touchdown in the first half.
Real quick here, West Washington 7, Springs Valley 49, which who we're going to face next week is Springs Valley. Scottsburg 35, Corden Central 14. And that's all the scores we've got for the area. If somebody has that Silver Creek Eastern score, please let us know. Kind of curious what that is. So there we go. Brownstown's got their first second possession of the second half. There's a snap.
We've got a JV. I think we've got the JV.
I believe you're right. And he's going to stay on his feet. He's going to cross the 40 in Salem territory. And a nice 15, 16-yard run for their JV. Number 26 was a ball carrier, and that would have been Landon Alt, sophomore, 5'10", 150. They're just loaded with it. They've got a program there. You know, you got to coach that long, and the kids, the parents, it's just a football, which they just won state in basketball, but they've got a good program up there.
Yeah, it's a very highly, coached athletic program all across the board. You got Dave Venner on the basketball coach, and then you've got, of course, Reed May on the football team.
There we go, double handoff there, and number 27 is going to take it around off the right side, and he's going to gain another first down. Looks like it's going to be an 11-yard run. It's going to move the ball up to around the Salem 28-yard line. It's going to end the third quarter. But, that's why I see a lot of comments on Facebook or whatnot. Coach has only been here 2 years. Give the guy a chance. You cannot establish a program in 2 years.
Yeah, Coach May's been at Brownstown for 32 years.
Yeah. Our most seasoned coach that we've got in the county is Coach Lowry, and that's 5 years.
Yeah.
We're all young. So I've got a new nickname for the East Washington coach. I think his name's TJ. We're going to nickname him Austin Powers because he has yet to come in for Coach's Corner or us to even talk to him. So he's Austin Powers because he's an international man of mystery. Nobody.
Are we sure he even exists?
Yeah. So TJ, if you're listening,
TJ Newton.
Yeah, if you're listening to us, TJ, we'd love to hear what's going on. But right now, we're going to call you Austin Powers because you're an international man of mystery. So let's stay with it here. We're going to bring up the start of the fourth quarter. Salem trails 48-12. And looks like we can see some new faces for the Lions.
Yeah, I think we have our JV in minus a few kids. Then Brownstown has their entire JV offense in.
So we'll go to start the fourth quarter. Ball's on the Salem 29, shotgun formation. And the quarterback's going to hand it off to number 27 for Brownstown. He takes around the outside, gets pushed out of bounds after a first down gain of about a 13-yard gain, I believe.
Right at 10, I believe. Yeah, right at 10.
Oh, is that where they're spotting it? Okay,
Yep.
He stepped out there to 13.
Yep. It was Peyton Shockey on the stop. We do still have some of the varsity players in.
And ball's going to be, scoreboard shows us at the 19-yard line. We're down to 11:30 left to go. Salem trails 48-12. Braves are going to be in the shotgun formation. And there's the snap. The quarterback's going to spin. The quarterback's number 14. He's going to run right up the middle. Had a nice hole. He's got one man to beat, and he's going to be wrapped up. It's all going to depend on the spot. Whether that's a touchdown. Yep, they're going to call him down. I like that call. Just shy of the goal. Number 14 for Brownstown.
That is Eli Hutchinson. That is a number 40's brother.
Yep, 6'4", 170, big kid. Yep. He's a freshman. So
still high hopes for that program throughout the near future. That junior class is pretty big. We've seen a lot of faces from that tonight. I look for Brownstown to continue being this quality for the next couple years.
Here we go, first and goal from about the half-yard line. Brownstown's going to be in the gun. And was that 14? Was that the 14? Okay, touchdown. I couldn't tell if it was a direct snap to the up-back or...
No, it was just to the quarterback there.
So a 1-yard touchdown run by the younger brother of the star running back Hutchinson, Eli, I believe.
Yep.
It's funny if their names were Peyton and Eli.
Yeah. And we got Gregory and Eli.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's a freshman, 6'4", 170 pounds. He'll bulk up as he moves throughout the program. So this Brownstown team, I look to be pretty solid here for the next few years.
There's a point after team on there. There are 10 minutes left in this game. It's 54-12 now. Let's see if they can get this PAT. Last one was mishandled on the snap. And snap. It's fumbled again. Picked up by the kicker. He's going to try to run it in. He gets knocked down. Tackled by...
Did not get it. I think it was Peyton Shockey.
Number 2.
Was it 2?
Number 2 for the Lions.
It was Foster.
Yep. Good stop by Foster. That's 2 in a row for Brownstown. You know, if they're going to compete at the state level, they're going to have to clean a lot of this stuff up. I know they're a good team and they're kicking our butt, but you get up there with those Indianapolis, Evansville teams, Fort Wayne teams.
Yep.
You can't make these mistakes if you're going to try for a state championship.
Yeah, I'm not sure who kind of the powerhouses in 2A are.
In our area, it's Tell City is going to be there.
Tell City,
and Paoli.
I think Lutheran up that way. LCC, Lafayette Central Catholic, they're number 1 currently, and then Triton Central is number 4. But in the coaches poll, LCC is number 1.
And around this area, of course, you got
Linton and Stockton.
Yeah, and then last week, Paoli beat Springs Valley.
Yep.
And so
41-26 too. They played Parish Central tonight. Paoli did.
Oh, did they? What did you see the score was?
I haven't found one.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, 9:43 left in this game. Brownstown JV team scores on the Lions. Mix of JV varsity. 54-12, the Lions trail. I will say that the score is better than I thought it was going to be for the start of the game.
Yeah. Last updated score from North Harrison was 21-6 over Charlestown. Still, Perry Central, Paoli, there's no score.
There you go. This little squib kick is going to be off the hands of, I think that was Steepleton, number 18. And
Dylan Walters, yep.
Dylan Walters, I'm sorry.
Walters, yeah.
And he is going to run that thing up to the 35-yard line. That was Ryan Steepleton, I think it's his dad, I think. Dad or whatnot.
Something like that.
Yeah. Clock's going to continue to run, 9:20. Salem will have the ball, the 34-yard line. Looks like the 35. Scoreboard, there we go. They changed the scoreboard there. And let's see what we get here for the Lions. Looks like I've got Shockey out as wide receiver. 27 for the Lions. The backfield. Got Campbell in as quarterback. Pitch to 27. And he's going to most of my yards on his feet. Gets dropped.
He got brought down at the 45-yard line as Ryan's over here dying. I'll go ahead and make that call.
Got choked up there. Number 27 was the ball carrier, and that...
I heard it again.
We heard Engler. Bert Engler.
Wow. He runs hard, that's for sure.
He's just a freshman. Yeah. He's 5'8", 145. He looks a heck of a lot bigger than 145. And he mowed over that Brownstown player for a first down. 8 minutes to go here in this game. Salem trails 54-12. Ethan Campbell under center. JV team's in. Motion man, they're going to hand it off up the middle to Noah Deaton. And he's going to push that thing forward for a yard to bring up 2nd and 9.
I don't know, Ryan. I am almost positive I would not have a single varsity starter in the game at this point.
I agree.
Coach Gleason's got pretty much a method to all of his madness here, but...
he's a heck of a lot football smarter than I am. He's done it for 23 years now, I believe it is. 22 years.
22.
Yeah.
Yep. 124 and 119 at 22 years.
Down to 7:30 to go. Salem's going to break the huddle. Ethan Campbell under center. And they're going to stand 27. He's going to go back to throw, but he is immediately... I mean, that guy, somebody totally missed a block. That nose tackle just blew by the center and guard and sacked Ethan Campbell. About a 5-yard loss. Back, going to drop him at the 40-yard line. They're back in there. They've been in their own territory, but Clark continues to run. We're down under 7 minutes now, 54-12. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 15. Yeah, somebody totally missed the blocking assignment on that.
Yeah, number 7, he just came through the line completely untouched.
And Ethan Campbell going to be under center again. Is that hard to see, number 12 out there under center, Bremen?
Yeah, that hurts my soul, actually.
He's going to pitch it to 27 for the Lions, and he's going to gain about 4 yards on that. Nice little pickup for, who did we say that was? Bert Engler.
Yep. Now it brings up 4th and 11 for the Lions.
Ball's going to be at the 44. We're at midfield. I say just keep the offense out there.
What do you do, Ryan? Go for it?
Yeah, I do. We're at midfield. Right? Yeah, I know it's 4th and 11, but we're midfield.
Yeah,
I guess you could flip the field. I mean, I don't know.
Punt team's going.
Yep, there we go. There's the punt team.
They might fake this. We haven't seen a fake punt from the Lions all year.
No.
I think this would be a good time to practice one.
Yep. It's like Coach Gleason's decided to flip the field. There's a snap, and there's another beautiful kick by Braxton Dean, and it's going to be
smoked.
Oh, wow. It's going to be fielded at the 20, breaks 2 tackles, and gets up to the 30, and finally is dropped once he crosses the 30 at about the 32-yard line. He was lucky he didn't get creamed. I couldn't tell who.
That was Peyton Shockey flying down the field. But he avoided that one and then broke a couple ankles there for a pretty nice return, actually. Yeah, Peyton Shockey had a chance to absolutely tee off on him and just whiff.
I was holding my breath when you were talking, thinking, oh, boy, and he caught it and juked, and that's all it took. So, 1st and 10 for the Braves. They'll be back at their own 33-yard line. We're down to 5 minutes to go in this game. Salem trails 12-54. Brownstown's going to be in the shotgun. Nope. Looks like they got the Lions to jump, but no flag. Hand off to he got all kinds of room to run around the right side. And
big tackle there by Ethan Larimore.
50, brought down by number 5, Ethan Larimore for the Lions, but not before he has a huge first down run. He's in Salem territory at around the 43-yard line. That's where they're going to spot it.
Touchdown saving tackle there by Ethan Larimore.
Yeah, good to see him in there. 6'5" freshman. Had a good game in the JV. That's 150-some yards receiving. Like to see him get in some varsity.
Needs to grow his hair out a little bit, though.
He just did get it chopped. Here we go. Brownstown's going to be in the shotgun. There's a snap, and they're going to hand off to 36.
He fumbles.
And the ball is on the ground. And he's going to fall on it.
Was the play before that, was that number 26 that ran the ball or 36 that ran the ball? I think it was 26, correct?
I believe it's 26, yeah. I'm not going to question you. I've been awful tonight. It was 26.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
Who was that?
That was Landon Alt, number 26.
26 for Brownstown.
That's that, right? Yep, Landon Alt.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Ball's going to be at the Salem 43-yard line for Brownstown. We're down to 4:43 left in this game. Brownstown leads 54-12. And Brownstown's going to be in the shotgun. And it's in 27 in motion, double handoff, and they're going to take it around to the left, all kinds of room to run, and he is wrestled down by the 21-yard line by Braden Walters, I believe that was, for the Lions.
22-yard carry there from number 26, Landon Alt again, on the double handoff. I've seen Brownstown run a lot more double handoffs today than I think I ever have.
And it's working. If you watch the defense, they're getting sucked over to that one side, and then they hand off again, and that opposite side they go to, it's just wide open.
Yep.
That misdirection.
Another thing that Brownstown does that I always thought was odd was they'll take knees out of the gun.
Yeah. And they punt out of the gun.
Yes.
So 1st and 10, ball's at the 21-yard line of Salem, and handoff to 27 for Brownstown. He runs right up the middle, slips a tackle. We have a flag on the play. He does get into the end zone, but let's see what this flag is.
We get the holding on the DB there.
Like the back judge was the one to throw it, though, wasn't it?
No, the one in our secondary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the back judge. I thought he threw that.
He did, yep. It happened right in front of him, though.
And yep, you're going to call that right. That's going to be a hold. That'll negate that touchdown. We got a break there. That would have been a 21-yard touchdown run. So we're down to 2 minutes. Salem trails 54-12. 1st and 14. Ball's at the 25-yard line of Salem. There's the snap. Handoff 36. He's going to take it around to the right side. And he's going to be brought down right at the first down marker. I think he's going to be just shy of it. We'll see where they spot this thing.
Yeah, I think it was about a 13-yard carry. I think it left him about a yard.
Yeah, they're going to mark that.
One more play, and then Brownstown probably will take a knee here. They might do it today. They might do it here.
2nd and 1. Ball's at the 12-yard line. Lions. And going to be in the shotgun formation. There's a snap. Quarterback's going to spin and keep it, and he slips and falls at a 10-yard line. It's going to be good for a first down, though. Make it 1st and goal at the 10. Down to under a minute to go. Let's see if they can just take a knee here. But
I think they will, yeah. They're usually Brownstown's usually not too aggressive at this time. Usually they're pretty respectful.
Yeah, why get somebody hurt?
Coach May is one of the most respectful coaches I've ever met.
Yeah, they're both lining up at the 50. So stick with us here. We'll get word from Coach Gleasing after the game. Our sideline reporter Zoe Couch.
As soon as she can get down there.
The better half of Brandon Corbin.
Yep, took a knee.
And, yep, Brownstown takes a knee. That's going to end this game where the Brownstown Braves defeat the Salem Lions 54-12. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with your post-game show and words from Coach Gleasing.
Got land? Want cash? Vital Farms is here to help. Become an egg farmer, and we'll set you up with our best-in-class support team. Teach you egg farming our way and compensate you fairly for the eggs you produce. Call 844-494-VITAL today to learn how you can transform tree-filled or underutilized land into cash flow for your family. Again, our number is 844-494-VITAL or apply online at vitalfarms.com/farmers.
Papa John's is bringing back their New York-style pizza for a limited time only for only $10.99. The oversized pizza has 8 big, foldable slices with just the right balance of crust and toppings. You'll feel like you're having a slice of pizza on the streets of New York, but without the traffic. Order one today online or with your Papa John's app, or call the Salem location at 812-883-3369. Each New York pizza is just $10.99 for a one-topping pie. The New York-style pizza is a classic that reigns supreme, so they are excited to offer customers this foldable crust favorite made with fresh, never frozen dough. Remember, better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Order one today at 812-883-3369.
Drew and Johnson Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance is committed to protecting your dream home so that your family has a place to share laughs, celebrations, and milestones, which is why their new homeowner discount rewards customers who have purchased a new home in the last 3 years with a discount on their homeowner's policy. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Rodney Bruff, agent at Rodney S. Bruff Agency Incorporated at 812-277-1400 today.
Discount and savings amounts and eligibility will vary. Some restrictions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6,000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
And we're back at Paul A. Graves Athletic Field at the beautiful Paul A. Graves Athletic Stadium at the beautiful Jim Ralston Athletic Field. And if you are just tuning in, Salem drops to 1-3 on the season with a 54-12 defeat by the Brownstown Central Braves. Gordon Central, last score we got on that's 42-14. North Harrison, fourth quarter, 35-6 over Charlestown. And West Washington out there at Springs Valley, fourth quarter, it's 55-15. And again, we're going to travel to Springs Valley next week for another away game, so we're going to have our hands full. But, we did have some positives tonight. Even though we got a defeat, we did look a lot better than we did last week, Brandon.
Yeah, one thing we struggled with today was stopping the run, which Brownstown, obviously, they're going to run the ball all the time. But one thing that stands out to me is Brownstown had 340 rushing yards in the first half. They came out in the second half and added another 166. Brownstown totaled with 510 yards of offense tonight. So the Lions 107. 400-yard difference there. Brownstown did carry most of the penalties for the game, however, for those of your stat people out there, in the first half, the Lions, which actually ended up being the only penalties for the Lions, they had 4 penalties totaling 25 yards, and in the first half, Brownstown had 5 penalties totaling 49 yards, and then they did have another 10-yard holding in the second half, so 7 penalties, 59 yards for the Braves tonight. Turnover-wise, the Lions played a clean game. Did not turn the ball over for 2 weeks in a row here. Unfortunately, the scoreboard on those 2 games looks much worse than it looks. Tonight, it was 54-12. That's correct. 54-12, and then a 54-7 loss last week.
And Brownstown did both.
0 turnovers for the Lions, 2 games in a row. But Brownstown did have a fumble in the first half. It was fumbled by number 9. However, after that, the Lions really had no chance in the second half. Going into halftime, down 40 points. You're not going to really bring that back in the second half, especially because of the running clock. 42-6 at halftime. But hopefully we can take this 2-loss, kind of aggression that the Lions have at this point, carry that into Valley next week, hopefully pull out a win there. I do know Valley is a tough team. They've been putting up a lot of points on everybody, except Paoli. But, hopefully this is not 3 weeks in a row of just absolute blowouts before we head into court.
2 weeks in a row, we've given up 54 points. I tell you, that's the biggest thing I see is our defense is just, we need some help on defense. On offense, too, we really couldn't, we were 3 out a bunch. But we were finally able to put a few plays here and there when what limited time Brownstown did pass. We were able to put some pressure on them, but still not where it needs to be.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. The passing game for the Braves, I don't know if they actually completed a pass. I think they completed 1 pass, maybe. They had 2 passes completed for 14 yards. Other pass plays that Brownstown ran, we did get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Unfortunately, the run game is what killed us tonight.
Yeah. And again, Salem drops to 1-3 on the season. Brownstown remains undefeated, 4-0. Again, it's one of the better Brownstown teams I've seen throughout the years. We discussed that earlier. And I hate to see a loss any time. It's our first loss at John Ralston Field. But there were some positives. But a loss is a loss, no matter if it's 1 point or 50. Although I don't know which hurts worse, 1 point or 50 points.
50, or no, 1 point actually, because 1 point you can look at it and be like,
we'd have done this different.
Yes,
done that.
one play.
Yeah.
Now, when you lose by 50, you don't pick out one play.
Yeah.
I did get an update. I don't know if you gave this or not. West Washington fell to Valley 55-15.
Okay, it's final then.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, so let's see here. Salem.
Jim Rouse. Sorry, Kelly. I may have said John Ralston. It's Jim Ralston.
Salem travels to Springs Valley next week to face, I believe, a 3-1 Springs Valley team.
Yep.
And Brownstown will be at North Harrison to face North Harrison, who is now 2-2.
I believe so. They're 500 now.
2-2. No, actually, they might be 3-1. Yeah, because they were beating Charlestown.
Yes,
if they did win that, they will be 3-1. So we'll see a matchup next week at North Harrison between Brownstown and another MSC foe of North Harrison.
We're going to live with Coach here. Oh, you're with us there, Coach?
I'm here.
Well, it was a rough one, but we were able to score twice on them. No turnovers. We did have some positives.
Yeah, it was, we kind of knew that going in there. They're a good football team. I told Coach May this might be their year, but it looks like they lost their middle backer, so they get to go through a little bit of what we're going through with some injuries. So I hate to see that for that kid, for them, but, I like the way we fought to the end, and, that's the difference right now. I mean, they better enough at a lot of positions, so it's tough, and it gets going, especially up front in the O-line, D-line.
This is one of the bigger teams I've seen Brownstown. Their line usually isn't this big, but they were champing meat on them.
I think this is one of the better teams they've got. I don't see them losing in our conference. Now I know they play Seymour, but I don't see them losing in our conference, and I would probably, we could play them again in the sectional. I'd put them as the favorite right now.
Yeah. Coach, I got a question. Last week the pass game killed us. This week the run game killed us. What do we look forward to next week about?
Playing somebody that's not named Brownstown, Scottsburg, or Silver Creek.
Exactly.
That's what we're looking forward to. Brownstown has good scheme. They just got they got guys that come off the ball real well. It's tough for us to block them, and that was and then we lost Logan there for the first half, and then got him back there in the second. He made some good runs there. It was good to see him back and healthy. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate it, Coach, and thanks for joining us and having words. And we look forward to talking with you next week at Springs Valley. It's going to be another tough one.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks, Coach. All right. With that, we appreciate Coach Brian Gleason and our sideline reporter, Zoe Couch. And with that, Brandon, another good show. Fortunately, we won one of our more exciting ones because I told you all they were coming into this game. I was afraid we'd get beat by 70.
I thought it was going to be a 70-0 game.
Yeah, so fully. We were able to score on them, and I don't think Brownstown appreciated getting scored on twice. You could tell when they came back out with the next series of plays, they punched that thing in quick.
Yeah, I don't know if you picked up on Coach Gleason. One thing he said was it looked like they lost their middle backer. That's also their running back number 40.
Oh, it is?
It is. So, obviously, prayers go out to him. Hopefully he can return healthy next week. We're not sure what's going on with that. But
it was... Okay. Yeah, the Brownstown announcers, radio announcers.
Okay, so number 40 is okay. Okay, they just benched him the second half. Okay, so I take that back. It was not the running back that got hurt. It was a different one. I'm guessing...
Would they say Kima or...
It was Wishmeyer, they said. I'm guessing it's number 31, Owen Wishmeyer?
31? Okay, number 31 was their starting middle. Okay, that would have been bad. So, 40 is okay. Brandon was actually wrong for once. Usually I'm the one wrong, so...
Either way, prayers go out to the Brownstown player that was injured. Hopefully that he can return healthy and not have to be out for an extended period of time.
I tell you something promising. I know he's still got a boot on, but it's better than a cast. We're seeing Noah Dalton out there, number 55, our middle linebacker, and starting offensive tackle. He got hurt week 1, and he's been missed. I hate to see that for that kid, but...
I heard today through the grapevine that he would be back for the Charlestown game.
That's good. Well, they said 4 weeks all along, and I've doubted it, but he's not got a solid cast on. So.
Yeah, so 1 week before West Washington, week 8, it looks like he will be returning.
All right. Well, you got any final words before we...
I think that's it.
Let's... we had a thing for this. We appreciate everybody tuning in and staying with us, and join us next week as we travel to Springs Valley for another tough one. And God bless you all, and have a great week.
WSLM 97.9 FM. This has been the Salem Lions pregame show, brought